Listen to me. I carry that kind of love in my heart that you would never find. See, niggas scared of they demons, I make friends with mine. I might have been the truth, but I never lied. I need something to feel alive when I'm dead inside. All my personal issues I'm learning to set aside. Cause I planted the seed and niggas came with pesticides. Give y'all my testimony, but never would testify. We'll buy lunch for the reaper to see who next to. Bitch, I've been cold since the snotty nose. Since I was drinking tap water out the water hose. Since I was stealing shit from Trey cause mom ain't buy me clothes. Since I was robbing people's houses and got honor roll. Shit, I was 9 when I made the decision. I'ma go platinum like FUBU. That's when I learned the same ones who love you or try to use you. Everybody trying to win so nobody cry when they lose you. We had nothing in the crib we could eat but some ramen noodles.
These niggas ain't shit, these niggas ain't shit, these niggas ain't shit, these niggas ain't shit. That's my mantra, that's my mantra. Oh shit, I'm live. What is up, you two? It's your boy, Dr. Binary Code, back at you with another live video. Hey. Oh shit. This weekend was crazy. I had to change the damn title how many times? I had to change the title. I had to change the docket like 9 billion times. I don't even know what the hell to talk about because there is so much. I mean, Ness went live for what? 72 hours. 72 hours. That's that old Kendrick. Y'all know that old Kendrick. How does it go? Shit. I don't have me up here at 4 a.m. trying to rap some Kendrick. I can't do it. But the 72 hours joint. That was Ness. You go to your subscriptions on your YouTube. Then you kind of scroll over and you hit live just to see who's live. And every single time that I did this, it did not matter day and night. It did not matter. Ness was live. And she was live with a purpose. Now, my internet was tripping and y'all in the chat bugging out. That's why I love y'all in the chat. That's why I love the codification squad. Because y'all always talking shit. Y'all don't give a damn. Look. My internet was bugging out. I don't understand why. I'm over here sweating and shit. Armpits all nasty. Thinking I'm not even going to have a show. Refreshing my shit. I got the pressure. And then I'm looking on my phone, looking in the chat, and y'all talking shit. Still love y'all, though. Still love y'all. So much. I mean, when I say so much going on this weekend, god damn. And I don't even do Jay Wilson content like this. And Jay Wilson made the mother effing docket. Like, I hardly ever tap into Jay Wilson shit. I listened to 2.5 Jay Wilson live streams. Damn. What the hell? What is going on this weekend? What was going on? What was in the air? What type of water we drinking? There is so much stuff going on this weekend. Lemon done went live like 90 times too. Like, how do you even keep up? It was so crazy that last night I finally got to watch the chicken challenge. You got content creators going live on top of other content creators. You got beef happening and formulating right before your very eyes. You got Black Rampage cutting up. You got Big Rig. Look, Big Rig slaps. If Big Rig slap if y'all go back and listen to Ness's live, he low key was taking shots at Shakim. I know he's not gonna believe that. I know you guys are probably like, nah, Code, why you trying to manufacture some bullshit? I'm not saying it was blatantly obvious. It was very subtle. Very, very subtle. It wasn't subliminal, but they were subtle shots. It just felt like every time Shakim would do something, Big Rig would have something to say in the opposite direction. But Big Rig did say that Shakim was funny, so he had that going in his favor. You know what I mean? All right, I'm not going to be able to make it down the whole list. Y'all know at 25 minutes, and then I'm already 5 minutes late. At 25 minutes, I got to drop the link because this is a show. Now, I updated the title. Did it update for y'all? Yeah, it looks like it updated for y'all on the thing, but on mine, it's not showing that it updated. It's just some bullshit. Does the docket say Ness, Shakim, Sassy, and Talent, and Jay Wilson? Does it say that for you guys? I hope it says that for you guys because that's what it's supposed to say. But what I'm seeing right now is it just says weekend analysis on my end. So that shows you my computer ain't shit. My computer ain't shit. Go ahead and drop something in the chat if you want me to say hi. I'm not going to be able to get to all of y'all, but I am going to try. That's a freestyle, Jay Dunn. That's a freestyle.
Because I don't think I heard you right. Say it again.
I guess, sure. What I said was, I love you, Naruto. And you also need to know that Sasuke doesn't mean
love you,
anything to
Benji.
me. It was totally crazy to ever like him in the first place.
Girl, I try for you. I wouldn't say I lie, but I lie for you. And I wouldn't say I cry, but I cry for you. All these tears on my eyes and they fall for you. And they fall for you. All these hoes on my phone, but I'm calling you. Like through the bumps and the lows, girl, I'm calling you. Girl, I'm all for you. Well, babe. Girl, I try for you. I wouldn't say I lie, but I lie for you. No, I wouldn't say I cry, but I cry for you. All these tears on my eyes and they fall for you. And they fall for you, and they fall for you, and they falling. Yeah, they fall for you, and they fall for you. I'm falling.
Oh, hell, I didn't even get close to making it to the bottom, man. That's what happens when you wake up and your internet ain't shit. What's up, December, baby? What's up, Roxy? I see you still killing it. Still killing it with the Avies. You still killing it. What's up, friend? Dang, there's a lot of controversy going on around your name. There is so much controversy. What's up, my future co-host? Now, understand this. I am not paying you, brother, to be your co-host. I'm broke. I don't go around flexing with my wallet. I can't do it. I can't do it. But there is going to come a time. I can feel it. I'm speaking it into existence. There is going to come a time, brother, where you and I will be doing a show together. A show together. I'm just going ahead, put that in your mind right now, Honest Row. I'm putting it in your mind right now. What up, though? What it is, though? What it do, girl? You good? With your profession, you handling business? Are you sober minded? Because what you do, it requires a sober mind. Okay, can't be out there fucking people up. You know what I mean? Because you want a shot or whatever. No, not what you do. Sober mind. Sober mind. I still can't get into the anime. I'm trying. I guess I'm just too damn old. I'm too damn old. What's up, friend? I definitely got your emails. I don't know if you want this in public. I don't know if you want me to say this in public. So forgive me because I'm about to say it. But yeah, sure enough, go ahead and slide into the DMs and let's have a discussion, brother. Let's have a discussion. All right. Okay. What's up, friend? How it be? How you do that there? How you do that there? Black Girls Code. I love her line of thinking. I love her line of reasoning. I like reading her stuff in the chat. Yep. Blatant shots. Blatant shots. Shots fired. What's up, friend? Thank you for being friend. Do. Listen, talent has accused me of going to a school, going to a university that is a diploma mill. Is your job, do you guys make diplomas? Are you on the assembly line making diplomas? Somebody print them up, somebody print them out. No. Somebody edits them up or whatever. Then somebody prints them out. And then you're at the end of the line stacking them, stacking them, stacking them, stacking them, sending them, sending them, sending them, sending them. Is that what you do? I'm pretty sure that's what you do. What's up, MBK? Unadulterated everything Gucci. Everything cool. MBK's probably going to be carrying the show today because he has a lot to say. I can already tell. My notes, I might as well just throw them motherfuckers out the window because as soon as I drop that link, this Negro is taking over. I can feel it in my spirit. I can feel it. What up, Riri? What it is, though? What's up, Rhonda? How's life? How's life? Is it better than Jamila's? I don't know. There's a comparison that could be happening there. What's up, my white friend? Are you really white or are you just trolling? Are you just trolling? Oh, yes, the title updated. Thank you for that information. That's good information to have. That is good information to have. What's up, good sir? Look, I told people that I would love for you to be a co-host eventually, one day, hopefully, maybe. And they told me, hail to the no. They started talking so much shit about you, bro. I'm like, are you serious? They saying you pulling guns out on folks. I'm like, damn, did it have like an orange tip at the end of the gun? Because, sometimes people, they're not observant. You know what I'm saying? They're not observant. They don't really look to see what's going on, but they saying, yeah, you doing all kinds of shit, brother. They say you doing all kinds of shit. Simply Made was the first one to make me feel bad about being late. I appreciate that with the side eye. With the side eye. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Sonia, what's up, Fran? How are you? I love seeing these consistent names in the chat. It makes me feel special. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel like you guys actually care. It makes me feel like once my members only comes back after my demonetized ass gets to be monetized again, that I will have family. That I will have family. What is up, Fran? Dang, I thought I was making it to the end. How are you? Now, are you cool with your sister wives? Like, this is a legit question. When you're in this type of a relationship, right? Are you like a Wednesday person? Like on Wednesday, you get to go to your man's quarters, or does he just select like however he feels, or is polygamy overly sexualized? Because that's what that's all people think about when they think of that's what it's called, right? Polygamy, polygamous relationships. That's all they could think about, really, is like, how is your sex life? How is it really? But I mean, maybe it's your relationship isn't overly sexualized. Maybe, you know, that's like not even on the forefront of the mind. I don't know. I'm just asking, how does that even work? How does that even work? Yeah. Oh, damn. See, this right here, Klondike, makes me feel special. You set your alarm. That's what I thought. Don't hate me. I'm the one that realized it. I didn't even see a clip, brother. I didn't see a clip. Based off of your personality and how I see you when you're cammed up and all that stuff, I just knew that it couldn't have been like, you know what I mean? Like, I knew it. I'm like, damn, they're trying to, damn, this sector ain't shit. I knew it. Like, it had to have been. Like, I'm like, man, come on. He ain't that cray cray. He ain't that cray cray. But look, guys, it looks like I made it to the bottom. And yes, I cheated. What's up, Fran? What's up, Fran? We need the members. We need the members only back. We need the members only back. We need it back so that you and I can have real conversation, or just hit me on Instagram. Hit me on Instagram. Now remember, when you go into them DMs, be careful. I'm not the only one that sees those things. Just letting y'all know. Just be careful. All right. So look at that. We got through that. I did skip a lot. I did cheat. If I didn't say hi to you, forgive me. Forgive me. But you guys know I am behind. All right, so yes, I got about 9 minutes before I drop the link in MBK takes over, because I'm telling you, I can feel it in my spirit, I can feel it in my gut. He's going to take over. Look at my favorite 50-something-year-old. Girl, that is not your avatar. Girl, that is not your avatar. You playing. You playing. Angie, why you catfishing? Angie, why are you catfishing? Don't make me get on my phone and blow this avatar up and really look at it. Girl, you over here catfishing. All right, so Black Polly Queen, she answered. She said, yes, we are very cool. No, me and her make the schedule. No, it's not. I knew it. See? And you pick your own. See, this is interesting. How about one day? Just think about it. I mean, you don't have to, just think about it. How about one day you and I sit down and just have a little chat? Can we have a little chat? Can I interview you? Can I interview you? And look, I won't be asking the basic questions that everybody asks in for when they talk about poly relationships. And I'm not going to over sexualize the interview. I am super interested in your life, girl. So please let me know. What's up, Marley? How are you? Wait, what we got? Is that the ganja? Now, I got time and I can do what I want with my time. So guys, don't be telling me to get to the content. I see that Brianna's not here yet, so she's not gonna try to force me to get to the content. Get to the content. Shut the fuck up. We ain't trying to hear you. But anyways, marijuana. I'm scared of weed. I am terrified of it. Now I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. Yeah, you lightweight. Motherfucker scared of weed. The fuck wrong with him? Are they smoking, right? Is somebody smoking right now? Motherfucker scared of weed. What's wrong with this nigga? I can see Big Rig right now talking shit. That nigga codes. Nigga codes. He's scared to hit the weight. Nigga codes. Scared. Nigga codes. Like I can already picture Big Rig talking shit. I'm not scared of weed for weed's sake. I'm not. I am scared of weed for what are they putting in the shit's sake. That's what I'm scared of. What are they putting in that shit? Okay, weed is now legal for everyone. Everyone can smoke. And now watch. Let's give it about 4 or 5 more years. And that's how The Walking Dead starts. That's how The Walking Dead starts. Let's give it 4 or 5 years. Y'all gonna be on some zombie shit. Mark my word. They putting shit in the weed. All right, let's watch something together real quick. How about that? Let's watch something together. Can we do that? Start. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. My computer. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. I don't know if I'm going to make it today, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to make it today. My computer is bugging the hell out. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. Let's watch. Can we watch something together, please? Okay. Okay, no, I don't want that because that says that I am no longer monetized. So that kind of hurts. Okay, here, let's watch this. I got 5 minutes, y'all. So let's watch this together. I think it'll be fun. So let's go here. Put that on the big screen. Put me on the bottom like that. All right. Let's listen and enjoy the music, shall we? Yo. I don't know how it got this far. You know, the first time we met, I thought we hit it off all right. You know what I mean? I trolled you a little bit. You got a little annoyed. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was perfect. But now I see I gotta try a little bit harder. So I gotta make the song cry. Maybe this will work to get your attention just a little bit. Check it out. Why so sensitive? We in the beefing sector. Please know the attention I give is because I know we. Listen, that was fun, you guys. That was fun making. That was fun creating. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And if I'm lying, I'm frying. The Lord will not open the pearly gates if I'm lying. That whole thing only took me 45 minutes to create, to write, to rip off the Jay-Z beat, and to record. The whole thing only took 45 minutes. That's it. That's all. It didn't take days. It didn't take hours. It didn't take anything. It took 45 minutes. And if you really listen to the song, towards the end when I'm rapping, I'm not even rhyming. It just has a nice little rhythm to it. I'm not even rhyming because I'm freestyling the end. It's a freestyle. But thank you guys for liking that. Yes, it was a serenade for Sassy, but it was also a diss towards Talent. And Talent did respond, but I don't know if I could play his stuff. If Talent is here, let me know if I could play your track. If not, I'm not even going to touch it unless he lets me know I could play it, because I am not trying to get I'm already demonetized, brother. I am already demonetized. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I got one more minute, but I will drop the link now because I don't want to talk about the tracks without having my peoples up here, like Shakim, MBK, and whoever else wants to come up here. I don't really want to talk about it until they are up here. No, not days or months, none of that. No, it took 45 minutes. That's it. And the only reason it took 45 minutes is because I had to download stuff. And I actually had to hit the record button. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much it. And I did a few ad libs, and that's it. I don't put time into like my musical stuff. And the reason why is because I want it to sound more raw. I want it to sound more authentic. I don't want it to be all polished, because once you get into that realm of trying to perfect things, it becomes work. It becomes a job. It becomes, you know what I mean? That's too much. I'm not trying to mix and master shit. I'm just trying to use my regular old headphones, hit record on GarageBand, and just talk my shit. So you guys will hardly ever get like a mixed down musical quality production track out of me. That shit ain't happening. But Talent, shit. Talent, on the other hand, y'all gonna get some shit. Y'all gonna get some Arista Records. Y'all gonna get some Motown. Y'all gonna get all kind of shit out of him. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was dying at the end. I did all that shit on purpose. I was dying at the end. Okay, so yeah, the link. Remember, there is going to be a show on the panel, but there's always a better show in the chat. I always say this just to remind you guys, when I replay my video, just to kind of see where I can get better, I really don't see where I can get better because I pretty much mute myself and I just read the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do. So make sure that you guys are engaging in the chat. You're saying what's up to one another. You're talking your shit. Let me know also if somebody's abusing their wrench. All right. I have to address this. There were a few comments in my comment section talking about, we coming over here in peace and shit, be cold. And why we keep getting timed out, Negro? I'm like, I don't know. So I got to find out who has a blue wrench insensitive. You cannot have a blue wrench over here and be sensitive like that. You can't. No, you can't do that. Don't abuse your powers, please. You already have been set apart. You already have been considered a chosen one here at Code Fam HQ. Now, do you have to take it that step further and start blasting folks? Now, if they are completely disrespectful and y'all know YouTube will be like, nah, that shit's some bullshit right there, then of course handle that business. But if they're just talking shit to you, come on now. Come on. But I will say this, I trust my mods. And if they're timing folks out, it's probably because y'all are being like just over the top, like over the top. So I'm just gonna give my mods the benefit of the motherfucking doubt. All right, I know y'all want us to get into yes, use your rinse responsibly, please. Yes, mods, fight back, shit. Fight back. God damn. All right, there's the link. I don't even think I did a code whatchamacallit, man, because my internet fucking up this morning and fucked me up. All right, boom. So there's the link right there. There is the link. All right, let me just get the banner going at least. I know I got a banner that I could put up. And if you guys feel froggy, go ahead and leap onto that Cash App and bless your boy. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know if YouTube's gonna send me my money. I'm dead serious. I made over $1,000 and something, and I don't think they're gonna send me my shit because they still haven't sent me the stuff like the pin that you have to in order to verify your shit. Oh, here's the homie. All right, let me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, bro?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's
Man, there's a
Monday.
lot of shit going on, right?
Whoa, man, what a weekend. Like, damn.
I don't
Shit.
even know where to begin. That's why I was like, you know what? I did take notes, but I mean, the notes can go out of the window, bro. But we'll try to follow. But it was so much shit going on, man. It's like, I don't even know where to keep up. And you might bring some shit up that I didn't even know happened. You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's like, damn, man.
bro, I started taking notes on Friday, and they were becoming too insignificant. It was just too much. I was like, damn, it's like being back in school. This is too much. Like, I just stayed in the bushes and just kept watching all weekend after that Friday marathon with Ness. I was like, that's my fill for the weekend right there. So
Yeah, man. God, dog. And I mean, that marathon with Ness on Friday turned into a
yeah,
marathon on Saturday, which also led into a marathon on
right,
Sunday. It was like,
right.
damn. Like, Ness didn't give a damn, bro, about
Yeah,
anybody going live.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, shit.
Well, and it's interesting too because she now, when they all go live, they all have the same content. But when she goes live, it's different now because she has a whole different kind of content. So it gives you some variety, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Pay attention.
Okay, that makes
Pay
sense. That
attention.
makes sense. So let's go ahead and jump on into it then, bro. Let me get the ticker. I
Hmm.
did not make a banner, or no, what is it called that goes onto the screen? I don't know what the hell it's called. Uh, I think they call it a banner. But here's the ticker. Boom. So the weekend analysis. Let's talk about talent versus binary diss tracks first,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
How
Yeah, let's
about
talk about
that?
that.
Man,
Yeah.
I saw that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lemon had a panel, and I guess they voted me 42 that I won. And I was like,
Can I
"Okay."
tell you how it happened? I mean,
Yeah,
I was
go ahead.
watching the whole thing.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
go ahead.
clouds, right? So this was interesting, and it was spontaneous, right? And that was some
Mhm.
good content. So I think the most important thing is you need to understand who was on the panel. This
Mhm.
was like a good like, so the judges were let me make sure I get it right. Let's be honest.
Mhm.
What's the girl? Scope Mysterious,
Yep.
right? So they had one from the Mode 3. They had Lady Wu.
Mhm.
Who else? Oh shit.
They
Lemon.
had
It was Lemon and
Treasure.
I think. Oh yeah, how could I forget Treasure? Oh, and Riggs. I think Riggs was
Oh yeah,
the
Riggs.
Treasure.
Yep. Mhm.
So now the crazy shit is, soon as Lemon suggested it, I was like, oh shit, that's a good ass idea. Is he gonna play them both like and let them vote?
Mhm.
And that's exactly what the fuck he did.
Yeah.
And it was cool because Treasure came up to be the DJ, right?
Right.
So they play the songs, they're going through everybody, and I like Talent Song. Talent Song was dope to me.
Fire.
Um, it was fire. Yeah, it was definitely fire. And then they played your song, and so now they're voting. And when it got to James, I'm like, oh shit, how's this gonna go? And
Right.
he pontificated and and then he came with it. He was like, no, but code. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, bro. My jaw dropped, bro. My jaw
Yeah,
dropped. That just
yeah.
shows you like that he's not biased like that. You know what I
No,
mean?
no.
He's not biased. Now if we get into the actual tracks, I think that the reason why, who was it? It was Let's Be Honest in who else? Who else voted for
I
talent?
think it was only, let's be honest. At first they thought I thought Skull Mysterious was gonna vote for um talent. But
Right.
she
No,
didn't.
there were
So
two. No, there were two. I just can't
who
remember
was
who
the
it
other
was.
one?
I can't remember who the other one was, but it was a lady. There were
Oh,
two.
I think it was Wu. I
Oh
think it
yeah,
might have
yeah,
been
yeah. It
Wu.
was
I think
Wu.
it
It
might
was
have been
Wu.
Wu.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it
yeah,
might have
yeah,
been Wu.
yeah. It was Wu. And my thought about it is I think they were enamored by the quality.
100%. And
You
I
know what I
knew they
mean?
were. That's why I
Yeah,
got excited. I said, when they hear this, they gonna bug out. They gonna
yeah,
bug when they hear this.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was the quality. I think they chose quality over substance. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
And it is what it is. I tried my hardest to knock out two birds with one stone, right? Because of course it was a talent diss, but I am trying to get Sassy's attention. So, you know.
Well, you did that. That's for sure.
But yeah, I was shocked, man. I was shocked by the results. It was awesome. I'm glad Lemon did that. So that was really really cool.
That
But
was dope.
I will say this: I did enjoy Talent's track, and I want to make it as part of one of my intros if he would let me.
Yeah, that was dope. I'm ready. I want to get y'all on a project. You know, I got access to Garden Street Greats. Like, I manage the
Oh
record
shit!
company, the label. Basically, I'm the
Yeah,
senior advisor. Yo, that would be dope to get y'all
that'd
both
be
working on something.
fun. Yeah,
That
that'd be
shit would be
fun.
dope.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fun, and
yeah.
and you know I could take some shit serious if you need me to. I could take some shit serious,
Well,
because that I'm telling
I
you
got one
that,
thing
and
to
you
say.
could probably
One thing.
tell that only took 45 minutes for me to do the whole damn thing. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say SASSHOW. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Let's go. Let's
All right,
go.
all right. We will be getting into Sassy a little bit later. Let's talk about Ness being a wild card, bro. Because Ness is a
Mm,
wild card.
mm.
Am I not? I'm not lying on that, right?
Oh no! Oh, you
She's
dead
got
on it.
that. She's got that anyone can get it mentality. You know what I mean? She's got
Yep.
that like
Yep.
I'm like, shit, girl, like what in the world is happening? I wonder if there's something between her and ODS for real. Like,
Well,
what is it, bro? Go ahead.
well. I don't think there's. I don't think there's anything directly between any of them, but you have to just understand, even though her and Bree are kind of coexisting now through this new, Umar Boys phenomenon, right?
Right.
They still were kind of adversarial, right? So, he's from that side. So it could flare
Mm,
up at any time, basically, right? It could be something.
right, right. And but we're not gonna spend too much time on this, but let's see if you and I are on the same page. I
Hmm.
watched the chicken challenge with my wife last night, and just so you guys know, I think my wife is slowly starting to become a fan of the beef sector. Slowly, she will never ever do content or ever do anything crazy, but she will watch in the clouds. You know what I mean? So I think
Hmm.
slowly she's starting to, but my wife is like super religious and stuff like that. So sometimes it just gets it gets too much.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But she enjoyed the chicken challenge. And so as we were watching that, I honestly think this is just me that ODS actually deserved to win that shit. Am I wrong on that?
I'm full disclosure. I don't watch the challenges. Like, I can't
Oh,
do it.
okay.
Like,
You
it's just
can't
too
do it.
much for me. Yeah, I
Okay.
listen to the gossip afterwards. Maybe if there's
Right, right. But
something,
you
but
just can't
that's
watch the
just
challenges.
yeah, it's too close.
Okay.
It's too much.
Okay, I'll just spend like 2 seconds on it. I mean, his chicken looked good. His vegetables look kind of, you know what I mean. He got him out of the packet and just
Out of
kind
the
of dumped
bag.
them. So it was like, yeah, out of the bag, just kind of dumped them on a plate or whatever. But
Or
his macaroni and cheese was legit. Now I think
mhm.
this is why people are having issues because I'm pretty sure he won because that macaroni and cheese was actually really, really legit. And they're like, motherfucker, it's the chicken challenge, motherfucker. But
And he's 3 for 3. 3 contests, 3 wins. So yeah, we
right,
have to
so they're
launch an
thinking,
investigation.
yeah, they're thinking, yeah. So what is this ODS needs money stuff? Like, I don't understand that.
Well, I don't understand it either because the hypocrisy around these beef sector parts is just unbelievable, right? MBK gets 2 sponsors, a few days before that, and they're ready to burn me at the stake. They flip my sponsors. They tell me you're broke or why you're taking money from women. They just destroyed me, right?
Damn.
He
Mm-hmm.
gets sponsors, and they got all kind of justification for it. So I'm confused.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see what you're
confused.
saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, let's talk about the sponsor stuff and then we'll move on because I don't want to spend too much time on ODS's stuff. You know what I mean? I like ODS. I think he's cool, but
Mhm.
yeah, Big Rig was trying to play the fence yesterday, right? He was really trying to play the
Mm.
fence. He was like,
Mhm.
I understand why he did it, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
And
Rig's interesting.
Ness was pressing his ass.
Hmm. Hmm.
And he stood on that motherfucking fence, man. Because what essentially, very subliminally, Big Rig was saying that ODS shouldn't have did that shit. That's what he was saying. All right, Sheffy is here. What's up,
All right.
friend?
Hey,
What's
good
up?
morning,
Hey,
Chef.
good morning,
Good morning, Chef.
everybody. Good
What's
morning,
going on?
MBK. How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, hey.
Hey, I don't get it either, Cole, about
Hmm.
this sponsorship stuff. Would you mind enlightening me?
I
Because,
mean, I'm trying to find some enlightenment
well,
because I
well,
know you
me
got
too,
drugged through the
because
mud.
they,
well, Sheffy and I had a hard time, and we're probably both looking for some answers here. So go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
Sheffy.
MBK, I'm not going to lie. I think I had the hardest time. No
I
offense.
agree. I agree. I agree.
Mm.
So, I'm a little confused too. And I'm actually genuinely confused because I didn't do my research. I was kind of busy this weekend.
Oh, okay. It's all good. Now, girl by the Mystic says, the least ODS could have done was pay the sponsor back for the contribution since he did win.
They
Like
told me to do that too.
Hmm.
Multiple
now,
times, actually.
now I don't know about paying back the sponsor because the sponsor might even look at that a certain type of way. Like, I gave you the money.
But Cole, they went and found my sponsor and then made her feel a certain type of way. It's your girlfriend YouTube cameras.
Oh shit.
You remember that?
Yeah. Now, did you pay her back?
She didn't want the money back, but they
Right.
wanted me to give the money back. And then now I feel like, damn, I should have gave her the money back. You know
No,
what
you
I'm
shouldn't.
saying?
No, you shouldn't. You don't
I
get.
I
It's
don't
don't
a
think
think
you
I
should have
sponsor
given
should.
the
for a
money.
reason.
I
And
don't
you
think
know
he
how they
should
be
give the money
making
back
it.
or you. But yes, I
Nah,
know
you
they're
don't
putting
give them.
pressure on you. They're putting
You
pressure
know,
on you.
that's what I'm saying. That's what happened. So,
Yeah, and I mean, you did use your government assistance for the food. So how are you giving money back? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's just silly. That's a way for them to pick at you, and they come with everything. That's what they do. But that's
yeah,
silly. You can't get that.
MBK, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't. I
feel
definitely.
don't.
like some days, like, damn, y'all don't remember how y'all did Sheffy, you know? And then they'll even bring up Sheffy to argue their argument.
Which is strange. Which is
Right.
strange. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I believe he deserved to win, and I believe King Roman News deserved to be in the top three. That was just crazy to me.
Ooh,
That was crazy to
yeah.
me. I did not like Lovely Love's joint. When she bit into the chicken, it didn't make no noise. It made zero noise. And if you guys watch, when she bit into the chicken, it was like she didn't even take a full bite because if she took a full bite, we already know those teeth would have remained on the chicken.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. So she
Cole,
kind
Absolutely.
of like scraped the skin off the chicken when she took a bite. Go ahead, Sheffy.
Cole, you got to talk about how you and Lovely Love got into it over the weekend as well. That was awesome
I mean,
sauce.
if you want to bring it up, y'all know I don't really talk about myself. Y'all know I don't
I-
talk about myself over here. This is
I'm sorry. I'm
ESPN.
sorry.
This is ESPN.
Apologies. Apologies. You cooking
But
it too now. Sorry. It was Friday night. My bad. It was Friday night.
oh, on a Friday night, on a
Yeah,
Friday night.
yeah.
No, I was just getting tired of people just not keeping it real, as if we can't see the effery going on. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
She totally used dragons. She totally used dragons, and it's blatantly obvious. So calling out something that's blatantly obvious shouldn't be held against me. You know what I mean?
You know.
Code. I'm sorry, MBK.
No,
It
go
was
ahead. Go
it
ahead.
was the You said she was scared about buying in a loaf of bread or something for me.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
on mute.
yeah. Okay, you just bringing up old shit.
Sorry, MBK. You go ahead. My
No,
bad.
no, you good, you good. I was just gonna say it seemed like Lovely Love started out with good intentions, like she was holding it down to look like at first, but then again, as they do in the beef sector, as the tide changes, they change, right? So now everybody
No,
starts
she started
attacking.
out. She started out talking shit.
Well, when I saw, I felt like she was kind of holding her down. The conversation, maybe I missed a little bit of it, and then all of a sudden, or maybe I came in during
I
the
think
shit
you,
talking
yeah,
time.
I think
Maybe
you
it
Yeah,
was.
missed
I
the
think
first
Maybe
live.
I
You
came
missed
in
the
came
shit.
in
first
on the
live.
right time. You came
Yeah.
in on the right time.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah.
came in
So
when she
yeah.
was caping for her. Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a
Yeah.
live
Maybe I got to
before
miss
that
her.
where she was talking all kinds of shit, which was
Okay.
crazy to
Okay.
me.
Okay. I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah, and so where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Do you guys see? I don't know who's manufacturing this. There has to be some beef sector gods behind the scenes that manufacture a lot of the beef. That's just me. But are you guys starting to see the divide? Somebody did, I don't know if it was King Roman News or somebody, but somebody did a poll and was like, whose team are you on? It was like Ness, Uppity,
Mm-hmm.
Shakim,
You
Mm-hmm.
right.
Pre, Pizza, Me. You know
You're
what I mean? I'm
correct.
like, what
Mm-hmm.
the hell? What the
Yeah.
hell? So what do you guys think about that?
I think it's good. I think it's good content, right? It's giving them something to talk about, right? And
Mhm.
again, you know, all the intentions may not be good, right? Because it's all designed to divide and create
Right.
controversy, but that I guess that's how people see it, right? They see those two as being the forerunners right now, and then it's whose camp do you fall in?
I think it was just a messy question. I don't
Very,
think it
Fact.
changed anything.
very, very.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't change anything.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you. It didn't change anything, but it did spark a little bit of controversy. But you're right, it didn't change anything.
Mhm.
Well, I guess if it did change something, it put people on notice that that Ness truly doesn't give a fuck. She
I
actually
mean,
like if you
didn't we
go
already know that though,
I
Cole?
really didn't because I'm new.
Okay, my bad, my
I
bad.
thought she was part of like the beef sector. How let me just say this since it's gonna be the next little topic about Ness.
Mm-hmm.
The beef sector rotation. I thought she was part of
Nah.
that.
I knew that because I saw her before she left the first time, and I saw
Mm,
like her position before all of this when she, wasn't in this spot yet, and she didn't seem like she was like part of the mainstream back then. So it's kind of to me, it looks like one of them stories where how you the outside person and you're
mhm.
not with the cool people, and then some kind of way you finally get your come up. And you go right up, kind of past, or the equivalent of the cool people, and now it's like, all right, y'all, now don't try to come
Mm,
back now. I'm just gonna do me, and I
I
don't owe
think,
y'all nothing.
I
Huh?
Mm,
think, I think. I don't know. I feel like they're dumbing it down to just two groups.
mm,
It could have been, her, Brianna, and then um I'm so sorry, Miss Intel Pizza. Then it
mhm.
was her, Pizza, Brianna, and then maybe VS. And then maybe her, VS, like Ness was always in her own lane, you
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now like people are just kind of doing a two-laner, but everybody else is still, I think everybody's still their own individual.
I think what it really comes down to is the content. Like, let's just stop beating around the bush. Let's just stop. It's the gorilla in the room. It's not
Talk
about any
about
of
it.
that. It's
Talk
not about
about it
any of
because
that. What it's about is what I've been saying all along that y'all keep telling me I'm crazy. What you're seeing is the changing of the content. That's all it is. This is a person who put their head outside of the beef sector bubble, started doing content with other people. It's interesting. It's entertaining. It doesn't require you to dox. It doesn't require you to mess with
Those are
people's
facts.
family or job. And I don't care what anybody says. This is the fourth week of this show. This is the fourth week of this Umar Boys thing, whatever that is. And the one thing I will say, whether you like it or hate it or whatever, the energy is totally different. Ain't nobody trying to hurt nobody offline. Ain't nobody trying to disrespect
I
nobody. You don't have all
disagree.
that crazy shit in the chats. So
Well,
take
at
it for
least
what it's
on
worth.
this side, Sheffy's disagreeing, but you
Yeah.
can't. You have to agree. At least on this side, ain't
Yeah,
nobody
that's
really
all
trying
I'm
to do
talking
that
about.
bullshit.
I'm talking about where I've been. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about them other places. I'm talking about where this content is at. That's
yeah,
all I can
I
speak on.
yeah, yeah, and that's facts. And I do not want to take anything offline. Like I just
Right,
don't, man.
right.
But
It's
it's
ridiculous.
already happened to me. People already letting me know.
Hey Cole,
Yeah,
do you think
yeah.
you a potential threat?
No,
Threat to
No.
who or to what?
exactly. Like threat to who? Only the only reason
Well,
I
I
would
mean,
be a
maybe you
threat.
could be a third lane.
But that's not a threat. That's the problem. The thinking is
Oh
crazy. That's
no.
that's
What?
not a threat. That's a good thing. If he could come on
That
and be a good, solid content creator, you should welcome him. Don't look at it as competition.
Well,
Everything is not.
hold
she's
on.
looking at it through the lens of the B sector. So
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Damn,
crazy,
man.
yo.
You
That's
said slow
certain
just
down,
people are
crazy.
going to
BJ.
think that. So go ahead, Sheffy. I hear what
No,
you're
I'm
saying.
just saying, that's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't want to be, but I'm not gonna change up my format and style and all that
Nah, don't
to what's the fancy word? Acquiesce? Isn't that the fancy
acquiesce.
word?
That's
Yeah.
it.
See.
Yeah,
Okay. To oh damn, she done. Oh there. Okay. Yeah. To I guess the beef sector norms. So I can't do that. You know what I mean? I have to stay in my lane. This is just what I do. I'm an irritant, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't get super nasty. You know
Code.
what I
I'm a
mean?
Right,
I'm an
right.
irritant as well. I appreciate that.
Right. Okay. Or appease. Right. Appease. Thank you,
You
Jessica.
you got the best video
Thank
of
you,
the
my.
year so far, Sheffy.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Which one? Which
which
The
one?
one?
video they all hate. That's still my favorite video of the year.
The which
One day we're
one?
gonna break that video down when all the dust settles, and I
Oh,
just need
my
10 minutes.
predator list.
Yo, if I break that video, if you let us play that video and I replay it back and show you what's so funny to me, I'm telling you that video is crazy.
Oh
But it got
shit.
it got caught up in the predator thing though, because everybody was upset. But that
That's
shit,
true.
that shit
That's
had
true.
me in tears.
Oh, thanks, MBK. I appreciate
That
Yeah.
was
it.
Let me answer this. Let me answer this because Molly always accuses me of never addressing his comments and stuff. I was flattered just to be named, bro. I didn't care whose side I was on because in my mind, there's really no sides, bro.
right,
But
Like,
that
you
can
know what I'm
make
right.
you a
saying?
threat too, though. That's pretty cool. You
Yeah.
the only man that Pizarro ever talked to,
Which is
theoretically.
which is dope.
Boom,
Nice,
that's a
nice,
threat, homie. You
nice, nice.
breaking class.
Oh,
Um,
look at Shakim finally done woke up. He had an interesting weekend.
Oh, he busy.
okay,
God
He
Shakim.
damn.
definitely busy. He's the hardest working man on YouTube.
Right. Shit.
God damn.
All
Black
right,
Pearl is here. What's up?
I'll
What's
see
up?
you
Good to
guys
see you,
later.
homegirl.
Okay, I
All right,
gotta get
Sheffy. Thank you
All
for
right,
coming up.
Sheffy.
All right, bye,
Appreciate
guys.
you. Davina's here. Good to see you, homegirl. But yeah, bro. Oh, Shakim, man. God damn. But before we get into that, let's talk about the rotation. Because Ness is trying to make a sector having a rotation like a bad thing. And I can't see how that's bad. You want to break that down
Well,
to
well,
me?
well, 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 hang on. So when you say rotation, be specific. Are you saying like
Like she was
the
trying to
way?
clown on ODS for
Right,
saying
right,
who's
right, right,
going
right.
live next. And
Hmm.
as you can see, there are a handful of content creators that will not go live on top of one another. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Unless the other person is like doing like a content specific thing, like the letters that Yaya does, or
Hmm.
just something
Hmm.
kind of outside of the norm of what typically goes on. That's the only
Yep.
time you'll really see them live on top of one another. You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
one is more geared towards replay value, and the other is for more that live shock value. You know what I mean? Oh, Shakim wants the link. It's pinned, brother.
Yeah.
But let me drop the link. But go ahead and speak on the
So
rotation.
yeah. So when all right. So I look at this. I guess there's a couple ways you could look at this. So there is the rotation, in my opinion, is it could be good, but it could be negative also, right?
Hmm.
Because the rotation is comprised of a certain group of core content creators, right? And they're
Right.
only helping each other. So if one goes live and then the next one goes live and then the next one goes live, well, you're just taking up the whole day and you're not incorporating any of these smaller channels into your flow at all, right? So that's why it doesn't work. So now Ness, what she's doing is just taking, shots, right? She's taking pot shots as something that's really not a cool, in my opinion, is not really a cool formula. Now it's cool for them. I don't knock
Hmm.
them for doing it, right? But if you're other content creators in the beef sector, which I've heard them complain about, right? You're saying, well,
Hmm.
damn, why do they monopolize the airways like that? They take all the viewers, then they say, okay, we're going here, then okay, we're going here, and nobody can eat. So
Mm.
so I
Okay.
think that's how they look at it. If it was more inclusive, I think it would be cooler.
All right. It's a bad thing because you have to be accepted by certain people to be a part of the
Right,
rotation. If you're not
right.
accepted, they will go live on top of you. That's Davin alone saying that.
Yeah,
Now, just to play devil's advocate and to actually not only play devil's advocate, but to talk about how I truly kind of feel about this. You know what I mean? I don't think a rotation's a bad thing because it protects the brand. It really, really does. It protects the brand. I don't even think I'm in yet. I just think I'm on the outskirts of it. Because what you gotta realize is there's real money in the B sector. You know what I'm saying? And wouldn't you want to kind of like block people from coming in until you vetted them? Oh, Shakim is here. All right.
yeah. Well,
What's up, brother?
yeah. Hey,
What's up,
hey,
big
what's
dog?
going on, Shakim? What's good, bro? Yeah, so there's definitely money in the beef sector. There's money on YouTube, right? I
Yeah.
don't
Hmm.
get in the beef sector because I'm in the beef sector audience. I give money, but they tell me I'm not the beef sector. So it's YouTube, right?
Right. Hmm.
That's what it is, and it wouldn't be a bad thing if the product was the beef sector and not Pettyville or Code Fam, or that's when it becomes harmful, because until this community, when and if it should ever do it, until it transcends this sector shit, right? They're always going to
Hmm.
be stuck. Now, if the whole sector was working together and they were coordinating how they were going to do their shows, whether they were your enemy or not, now you got us a product that's successful and you're feeding the people and finding a way for everybody to be incorporated, which at the end of the day helps your bottom line as well. But we just so greedy, we cut off our nose to spite our face. So
Mm.
in that situation, I could see it being a good thing. But when you just monopolize the airways with a few, channels that clearly thumb their nose up at the other channels and just, take the airway, then that might not be such a great thing.
All right, I'm hearing you now. I don't see anybody clearly turning their nose up to the other channels. I see them having a network in
Mhm.
them flowing that way. You know what I mean? And you got to double dutch your way into it. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
hard for me to see how that's a bad thing, especially if you're trying to keep something alive. Like if you just totally open shit up, that shit can get destroyed in days, weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
you're too accepting of people. Like I'm glad they're doing what they're doing to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad it's happening because if I finally or if I ever get in, I know that the next new person that comes has to go
Mhm.
through the ringer. And you know who's probably like rolling her motherfucking eyes right now? Coolin, right? Because Coolin's like, motherfucker, you ain't going through shit.
Right. Right.
Do you
Right.
know what the hell I had to go through? So I'm pretty sure she's rolling her eyes right now. But if you and now Shakim can speak on this, if you go to my sector, all you have to do is just kind of hang out for a couple of days, and it's like, oh, you in like Flynn. It's like, what the hell? Come on, man. So I like that it takes a little while to get into the rotation. Now, is the rotation foolproof or is it no? Because look what Ness is doing. Ness is like, I don't give a damn about no rotation. I don't give a
Right.
damn what y'all got going on. I'm just gonna go live when I go live. Now, I am gonna tell you this, and I'm not too big of a number person, but numbers matter. You know what I mean? So
They absolutely matter.
when Ness went live on top of Brianna had 718 people in the chat. Ness
Mhm.
had 300. Both of those are great, great, great numbers. But
Mhm.
it's showing you that the machine is working.
No, no.
No? Okay, go ahead. Speak on it.
So what it shows you is that if you're somewhere else, you don't know that someone is live somewhere else. So she's gonna have this is just like Ness might be live and they might all be over there, and Brianna might go live, but her people may not know she's live because they're all caught up in what's going on over there. They all
Mhm.
have the same. I mean, let's not who are we kidding here? Like they all have the same fan base. Like it's not like everybody has their 15, 20 people, but the people are all moving around wherever the stuff is at. And just to your other thing, yes, the network getting in and breaking into the rotation is a good thing if the rotation consisted of 10 or 15 channels from this sector, like a lot, big, groups of channels. I could see that. But if
Mhm.
2 or 3 channels are monopolizing the airway, then that's not a good thing because now you're not trying to get into the B sector, you're trying to get into their clique. It's like you got
Mm.
to get into their clique in order to get anything. Now, Ness doesn't have to do that because why? She did one thing that no one else is doing. She changed her content, right? So there's no more
Mm.
competition now. She doesn't compete with them because they have 2 different products.
I don't know if they do have. I mean,
Yeah, they have
outside
two
of
different products.
now, Bree and
Yeah, they
Ness
have two
don't
different
have
products.
two different products.
No, not Bree and Ness. Bree and Ness have a different. See, um, Bree is still a little more over there, but now Bree does they've changed their product. Where the product was 100% beef sector before, now Ness is pretty much 95%, something else, and Bree is probably like 70, 80%. You know what I mean? but it makes all the difference because you're just giving somebody a choice now, whereas they didn't have a choice before. That's all it's about, is choices. So they have a viable choice now. They can go over here and talk about the
I see.
cupcake
I
challenge,
see what you're saying.
or they can come over here and be entertained with the circus.
Now the circus. now now let's say, okay, they have different content, but I be in Yaya's chat, I be in Lady Nika's chat, you know what I'm saying? I be in the old heads chat. I'm trying to be in James's chat. Hopefully soon I could be over there. They still talk about us, but it's not at length. So for those that love the old quote unquote B sector content, it's like they're getting a little bit of both. But now at Ness's, it's really tough because everything has changed.
Yeah, Ness is no place for the old school beef sector person to kind of like make content. Maybe they're in the clouds enjoying the show. And
Right.
it's not, and that's not a bad thing, right? It's just, it's different, right? You need variety. You need that. That's how your sector will survive, right?
Right.
So it's okay for everybody to do what they do, but just don't look down or frown upon people who go out and try to do different things. That's all.
Right. Brandon said, "Hey, Ness, Ness held the market down last week. You won't have the juice all the time. The shit flows," which is true. Now, don't forget that this is just me responding to a narrative. So don't think I'm making a narrative. I might be adding on to the narrative, but I didn't create this shit. This is on Ness's community wall. She's talking about the rotation. We are ESPN. We're covering the motherfucking news. That's all we're doing, because you know how people like to do that shit. You see Binary talking about this motherfucking rotation.
They're trying to change. They're trying to change the way we deliver content. Who are they? Trying to take over. There they go.
Nah.
Can we get into some things?
Oh, of course. Go ahead, brother. What you want to get into?
All right. Before I say what I'm going to say, I will not be doing an after show today.
Oh shit!
I will yield my time for King Roman news for a reason. So take that.
I know what that is. I was in the back room. I saw that one taking place.
Oh, okay. So should I redirect to King Roman news just for now?
Sure. You
can.
Yes,
I'll make sure I do that. Okay. Even though people are gonna go there anyways, but hey, that's just me showing some love to let King Roman news know, because I am going to be talking about King Roman news, believe it or not. Shakim, did you see the chicken challenge, or at least get the cliff notes?
No, I did not watch because I was co-hosting with my co-host Ness. But
she did go on top of the damn.
I did get the cliff notes though. I did, and that's what I was going to talk about a little bit. So,
go ahead.
Damn it! I only had 3 hours of sleep, so bear with me.
But, you've been busy, bro.
Very busy.
You've been busy. God damn,
so,
bro.
Yes, I have. But here's the thing. So I didn't like that ODS decided to try to go live. I mean, everybody's been trying to go live on top of me, and I just find that weird. And then also the robot went live right after we were live, right? And so clearly they were watching Ness's channel, even though, I don't know, they had like 1 million lives going on yesterday, but they were literally watching because I had a back and forth with Black Rampage, and I basically felt like Black Rampage has this crush on me, and I don't understand where all of this energy is coming from, right? So then she went live and said, no straight man would do this, and no straight man would do that, and no straight man would do that. And, the ignorance over there, as if, all straight men have the same MO, and, just the way they speak about straight men, it's like, what is going on over there? Because we know that you want to be around the men. Let's just keep it real.
And who are you talking about now?
He's talking about pizza.
Look,
I ain't got no smoke with pizza. I like pizza.
Nah, fuck with pizza.
I like Pizarro. Go ahead.
So I know you like her. I mean, I don't really have a beef with her or anything, but it's just the way that she can't wait to try to convince everybody that I'm gay as a lesbian or a bisexual woman. It's just kind of ironic. But either way, back to the commentary. So her commentary last night was essentially, Shakim is gay. It's more of the same old, but these are the same people that want to coddle ODS begging for chicken sponsorships and shit. So
Mm.
it really don't bother me if these people think I'm gay or not. It really don't. But it's clear to me that they have a problem with us being over there with Ness because they have gone live on top of Ness so many times. This is not the first time, and it ain't gonna be the last time. And the fact that they would try to go live on top of me just shows you that they have a crab in a barrel mentality. Because she kept saying, "You straight men think y'all gonna get rid of the gay men? Oh my God, y'all think y'all gonna get rid of the gay men? Oh,
Now I
y'all
promise
gonna
you
get
that is
rid of
not
them?"
my
Yeah,
MO. I am
she
not
said
trying
we're
to get
gonna get
rid of
rid of
gay
the gay
men.
men. We're gonna get rid of the gay men.
I don't want to
Yeah,
do that. I don't want to do that.
I was like what? Like,
Some of
huh?
these narratives are wild. Some
Yeah,
of this shit
I
is
don't want to
wild.
do that. I definitely, and I know she wasn't talking about me when she was talking, but I'm just saying, I definitely don't want to do that. I don't.
And
Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
yes, he did. Okay, because I went to his community wall. He made like 5 community posts. He's
Uh-oh.
looking for donations for his birthday. He got his Amazon wish list together, his Target registry. It's disgusting how lazy some of these people are.
Oh shit.
Now,
And I,
All right, ODS is here.
I was
5,
getting ready to say,
4,
where did this come from
3,
though? Like, how
2,
did this start?
1.
Okay, I guess we'll
Yo,
find out. Good
go
morning,
what
ahead,
ODS.
up?
go ahead. I'll go on mute.
What up, Cole? What up,
What's up,
MBK?
big dog? What's
What's
up?
But
going on, bro?
two comments. First of all, I didn't have to beg for any sponsorship. I put a community post up, and much like anytime I send something, my people run me something. Diamond was just happened to be the lucky one who sent me enough money to buy a bottle, my food, and 2 meals. So yeah, shouts out to Diamond. She in the chat, and she just admitted ain't nobody begged for shit. Um, she offered. Secondly, as far as yielding to people when going live, no shade, but huh? So like, Code, that would be the same even if you was live, which I don't know. I may have gone live on top of you before, but like that
Mm,
doesn't. We got the same subbies, so like it's not making a. I don't get it. And we're supposed to yield. I'm supposed to yield to the person above me when they're not even beef sector. Like
mm. You're making some
that's all
good
I'm.
points. You're making some good points. I
So
mean,
you ask why is your co-host at my head? Oh, he dragged me for
Yeah,
fifth
that's what I
child.
want to know. I
I'm
saw
still
that.
picking. I'm still picking up locks off of the floor. My bonnet dirty. He broke my fake nails. Like I'm gonna have to see if my man will come and rub my ankles or something because I mean Shakim, he's a little
Uh-oh.
shorter, but he dragged me, girl. When I say he dragged, not worse than them dudes got up there and dragged him on the panel last night when they talked about all those allegations and he got
oh
doxxed multiple
shit.
times on his hosting gig. But yeah, he beat the shit out of ODS, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all do a segment. If you got a little image of a person getting dragged, add
Can I
that
ask a
in there.
question before
Go
you
ahead.
leave? It sounded like you were getting ready to drop down.
Yeah, because
What
I'm at
could
work.
you?
It's busy on Monday. What up? I
So
do have an
listen,
actual career. I've been at T-Mobile for the
Damn.
last 10 years, but go ahead.
Damn.
right. If you could help me understand, because I keep asking like how this happened, but I think I'm asking at the wrong time. I'm usually asking when Shakim's like in the middle of one of his rants, so he never really answered me.
So
But
I think
how
when I
did this happen?
mentioned his the what's the man who called him the prize? When I mentioned his top supporter, oh girl, all gloves was off then. Like
Oh, Kip.
that at that point, bitch, he dragged. Oh, don't say nothing about his supporter, child. Yeah, but ask
Oh,
me if I care though. Follow up with that one.
do
Mm.
you care?
Oh, all right. Next question.
I guess you don't. I guess you don't care. Now, Kim, you have anything to say
I
about that?
mean,
Or
I
you have
think you do care. I think you do care because, for you to bring up my supporter when I've been nothing but nice to you and respectful, it's just kind of sick to me because, as a man, I would have never been interested in your sponsorship, your wish list, your birthday, anything because I really don't care. But now I do care. So I will
So
be watching you with a fine tooth comb,
a
fine
what?
tooth
Fine tooth
comb,
comb. You might need some
Oh
rest.
Lord.
You need some
comb,
rest, sweetheart. But
comb,
look,
comb. Go ahead.
you said you'll be watching. I thought you weren't going to be watching unless somebody paid you to drag me. Remember?
I've already received the funding.
Okay. And the beef sector likes receipts. So will you be providing receipts to that?
Absolutely. I mean, that would be very easy.
Okay. Just want to make sure that we get to see the proof that you're paid to drag. Now, as far as the views, can you guarantee anything? Would you be getting like the 1.6 and the? Would you be getting like the 1 point? I didn't know when I say girl, I'm referring Coolin, sit the fuck down.
I see that. I didn't even catch that. You must have
Yeah,
called
but
her a
it was
girl. I see
no offense
the
to you,
extra
no
cool and said
MBK.
something. Yeah, I
Right.
didn't even hear. I didn't catch it. My bad. I
But
didn't catch it.
when it comes to shit, I forgot the last fucking. But yeah, you're saying very
You're
interesting.
talking about numbers in the chat.
Oh yeah, he the 1.5. So that I know you shut down the shows. I only do that on occasions because I'm not as interested as you, Mr. Shakim. But because I don't do the dancing and all the acting with the green screen and stuff. So yeah, I just sit up here with my my bonnet on and just get money, you know. But
Yeah.
but I don't want to disrupt and take away too much from the show. I do want to make sure y'all cover that part of the commentary because it does help with my analytics. Because I mean, you know, the more he talks, the more people send cash apps and say, "Fuck that! Don't say nothing. Don't feed into it." And if you know me on these streets, if you don't make move for my channel, I'm not gonna go against you. I don't even know what the views look like. Oh, 1K even. Good job. Oh
Nah,
no. I don't know. Did you take that live down, or is this still? Or it wasn't on his channel. The one you did yesterday on me. What happened to that one with the thin line?
It's on my other channel.
Oh, see, I wasn't even
He's got
subscribed to
multiple channels. ODS.
that. Ooh,
He's
that's.
moving and shaking out here.
Oh, I know that's right.
I
Okay.
got about 5. Yeah, I'm the hardest working man on these YouTube streets.
You did say you make the most money over here in your sector, so I mean, I guess that's that. But hold on, let me.
yeah,
See
I
what
don't make no money. I used to
Yeah,
make money. I used to make money, but I don't. Over here, I've been making some money. You guys have been cash apping me like
I'm about to
crazy.
say the beef sector will take care of you. Don't worry.
Absolutely, they took care of me so good on my birthday. You know, I have nothing bad to say about the sector at all. I love them and they love me.
Oh,
But you
shouts out
know,
to my birthday is the 29th, so we will have a cash app party that day. Anybody who would like to sponsor a cake or some
Oh
drinks,
shit!
please be sure to hit the cash app like y'all always do. I will have a rooftop celebration. I won't be celebrating with YouTube per se, but I'll have a rooftop celebration and I'll bring you guys in for a little bit.
All right, sounds dope.
yeah,
They're trying to start something in the chat. You see that, right? Cool. The intels.
What
Hey,
they
that's
do?
all right. That's all right.
They're trying
Cook.
to get it going.
Yeah, let them cook,
They're
man. I'm
trying to
glad
get
they're
it
over
going.
here. Seriously, I'm glad they're over here.
Hey, Miss Ray
No,
birthday today. Happy
good. It's
birthday,
good
Miss
though.
Ray. Miss Ray
It's good
X.
though.
What was
What's
that?
that?
ODS.
Miss Ray X said her birthday is today.
Oh
Oh, happy
damn! Happy
birthday, Miss Ray.
birthday.
Oh look, all right. So highlight this comment. Diamond Blaze said no shade, Shakim, but you've been coming at anybody that she paid. MBK,
Yeah,
Pizarro.
I
Like,
did. I highlighted that one. I
That's
did.
what
I
I'm
highlighted that one. I highlighted.
absolutely. You damn right. If y'all gonna attack my supporter, I can attack y'all supporters. We're gonna match
hell?
energy. We're
Oh
gonna
shit!
but
match
she's
energy.
everybody. She here
All right, Jay
support
Dunn is in
Diamond.
the back. I'm about to bring Jay Dunn up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Good morning,
Yeah,
Jay
it's
Dunn.
good
Good morning.
morning, y'all. It's given that code cannot multitask.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
look, but let me go to my career. But I'll be in the chat.
Not
Go to
your
my
Well, no,
career.
career.
Go
ODS,
Not your
I
buy,
actually came up
career.
here. I actually came
go
up here for
buy,
you, ODS.
buy pumpkin, buy pumpkin,
Pumpkin. You want this ass, don't
ODS,
you?
I actually
Go,
came
Oh
up
hold on,
here
hold
for
on,
buy
shit!
J
you.
Dub.
pumpkin, buy
Binary.
pumpkin.
Can you tell your co-host to back up and adjust his mic a little? Because that muffledness, they tried to say when he was dragging me, he was clear. He wasn't clear if he listened back to the replay. The shit was muffled.
I'm not that close to my mic. I think I'm at a nice distance, and I can hear myself with my headphones just fine.
Okay.
So,
Well, the crowd, here's your muffledness. Go ahead, Jada.
Well, so I only came up here for ODS because I heard y'all talking about money and wish lists and stuff. And
Oh, I got to
ODS,
make my
I
new
have
wish
to
list.
say that
Damn.
I got heckled a little bit over there at Ness's because I gave you $325 yesterday.
Oh man,
And
you
I
want a
just feel
refund?
like it's some people that's a little bit jealous.
You want a refund, boo?
Wait a minute. Why is it when people point out what y'all do, they're jealous, but when y'all point out how we give out money, those people are messed up, wrong. They do I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, he has a
understand this
point. He
double
does have a
standard, man.
point. He does
This is
have a
So
point.
let
crazy.
me answer MBK. She sent
Okay,
money to get somebody off of the panel. That's the
okay.
difference. That's
That's
a
not a
whole different
difference. That's
caliber.
not a difference.
That's
Let's
still
just stop.
sending
That's not
money.
a difference.
So
You're sending the content creator money for nonsense. Like, let's be real
to
here.
drop somebody off a panel if you want
Yeah,
privacy, yeah.
that's no justification. That doesn't justify it though. Like, so if they send her money to drop somebody off a panel and they gave me money to be on a panel, like, hello, so one is worse than the other.
That's so everybody supposed to get money. Well, I ain't never
Okay,
said nothing about you getting money to go on the panel.
that's
Yeah,
where I'm at. That's
yeah.
where I'm
I ain't
at.
never had no
Well,
comment about that. So.
all I'm saying is Ness got $200 to do the co-hosting, so why is she worried about what I gave ODS? Why were they
Okay.
worried about that?
I
well,
didn't really.
they were talking about it because at the end of the day, this man got $100, to fry some chicken, He also got
Uh-huh.
$250, and then he got $325 from
Yo,
you,
Shakim is
and some more, 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 and some more. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? So at the end of the day, nobody would give a fuck if he didn't talk about my supporters. If he didn't talk about the money that I'm getting, nobody would give a fuck. So if you guys want to be petty and pocket watch what the fuck I'm getting in my Cash App, then I'm gonna do the same thing to y'all. But y'all don't like it when it's done to y'all, do y'all?
Who
So
said
please
anything
don't.
about your
So
money you
please
get
don't
though?
do
Yeah.
it to me.
Nobody
All right.
said.
All right,
Nobody said
a
that.
couple of things. Bree is here. I'm about to bring her up, but before I bring her up, Fates Yaya, I would love to make you a moderator over here. Just give me the word, and you are a moderator. But there are rules. You know, we're not really timing people out. It's just people that I kind of like. I like making them moderators. All right, Bree.
Shout
I
out to
don't think
Faith
nobody
Yaya.
pocket watch it either,
She,
but
she
let
Good
me.
gave me a chance, Code, and she gave me a chance to come
Yeah,
chat with her.
facts.
So shout out to
Yeah,
her.
she cool as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So Jay Dunn wanted to talk to ODS. She was able to do that. ODS came up here to address the things that were being said about him. He was able to do that. So we're good. All right, Bree, what you got?
Um, I just feel like I'm hearing a whole lot of complaining,
Oh
and
shit.
NBK, I don't understand your narrative.
Which one? Which one?
Uh-oh.
About the
Just
whole
pitch it.
monopoly thing, because if you was giving this commentary like maybe the beginning of 2023, maybe the end of 2022, I could feel you on that. But as of like shit, late 2023, nobody is live during the day. It's tumbleweeds. And I'd be like, okay, so everybody said they want to go live. Why ain't nobody going live? I'm busy during the day. ODS busy during the day. Pizarro don't even be live during the day. I think the only person who really been going live throughout the day is Ness.
Hmm.
Now, last week there was not no
And
complaints.
let's make sure that
Hold
they
on,
know that that's because Ness is unemployed.
hold
Damn.
on, wait, Jay
It's
Dunn.
it's no longer the
Wait, Jay Dunn.
pandemic.
Let me finish my point, and then you could
Jeez.
go. Then you could finish your. Then you can go. Last week, Ness commanded the market. There was no complaints. Ness was getting her numbers. Ness was getting her money. There was no fucking complaints. There was no complaints about there was a challenge, and Ness decided to be live throughout all the challenges yesterday. Saturday. Nobody complained. Now the next day, because all of the content creators was on the challenge, every single content creator was either a part of the challenge, on the challenge. They didn't even go live on that Saturday. Yaya went live that day. So the next day, it's the weekend. Everybody works this week. What do you think they're going to do? Everybody's going to go live.
Mm.
So,
Everybody's going to go live. I had
mhm.
my live schedule. ODS had his live schedule. Guess what? I didn't want to go live. I ain't explain the motherfucking thing to nobody. It
Mm.
is what the fuck it is. But the whole narrative of what I hear is motherfuckers complaining because the notification started working. See, the thing is,
Mhm.
bitches' egos be getting hot.
Damn.
Bitches be in their egos, bitches
Notification.
be in their body, thinking they
Shit.
really working something. And no, bitch, the notifications wasn't working. But nobody complained one time. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because when I click my live button, somebody gonna come. Whether it's 5 people, whether it's 10 people, whether it's 100 people, I'ma always be happy that when I click my button, somebody may come.
Mm.
Some days I'm gonna have the numbers, some days I'm not gonna have it. But I
Right.
don't give a fuck because when I go live, somebody gonna show up.
Can I
So I don't
respond?
understand MBK where you're getting that from. When was the last time you seen this machine operating? Now I'm mute.
Okay. So let me try to give you a little context here to what I'm saying, because I think we're looking at this from two different perspectives. You're looking at it on the ground, in the mix, in the war, day to day, what happened yesterday, what happened. I'm not looking at it like that. I don't know what happened yesterday, the day before last week. I'm looking at the overall trend. I know that when one of you go live, and you may not do it all the time, but part of your formula is, hey, who's going live next? Okay, I seen it this weekend. All right, let's go over there. Let's all go over there. So just the act of being just the fact of being able to do that put you in a different position. Whether you do it on Tuesday or you do it on Thursday, that's not what I'm talking about. But you have the ability to go live in the morning, Bree, and then the gang's all here. Okay, so and so's going live next. All right, we're going over there, and that's exactly what y'all do. Then y'all go over there, and I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that for the content creators that are not in that loop, they may not be that happy about it, but it definitely goes on. So
Well,
it's just
Hold
a
on,
sense
wait,
of
hold on,
knowing.
let me
wait,
Go
hold
because
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
let
Let
me
me be
respond to
the
you, J Dunn.
anomaly.
No, J
Hmm.
Dunn, let me respond to
No,
him. Let me respond to him, J Dunn, please.
I done been on mute.
I know, but it's gonna be 2 seconds,
All right,
and
it's
I
got to be
swear to God,
quick
I'm
because we
doing
got to
it.
be fair and let Jay Dunn talk. But go ahead,
I
make it
am.
quick. Make it quick.
The gag is Ness benefits from that too. Because if Ness is in the chat and
Absolutely.
Ness say, "Oh, I'm going live," guess what? All right, we'll go to Ness live. So don't say that Ness. You have to include Ness in part of the formula. Because if Ness is in the chat and Ness says she's going live, and sometimes we could just know Ness has a live schedule. ODS did it last week.
Okay, that's fair.
Ness got a live schedule at 3 o'clock. Go to
Okay.
Nest Live. So that's all
Mm.
I gotta say. You don't speak if you're not gonna include everybody, because everybody included in it.
Oh wow.
I'm going on mute. Your turn, Jay
Yeah,
Dunn.
go ahead, Jay Dunn.
Okay, thank you, Brianna. And I didn't mean to get snappy with you. I'm not a morning person. I apologize. So I just have to say I'm the anomaly. I haven't been live in 9 days. I decided to go live yesterday morning. And
Hmm.
my video has over 3K and
That's
Yeah.
because
counting.
you're talking about the Umar boys, and your whole show was about that situation. That's why
She was
I
talking
was
It
about
there.
was not
James.
about the
She was
She was
Umar
talking
talking
boys.
about
about
It was
James,
about
James.
but she was
James,
talking about
actually. Look,
James,
look
but it
at
was
him.
all. Go back and look at the show. She was talking about James. We was in the chat saying it. I was in it. We was in it. A bunch of people. We was all laughing
Now,
about it in the
now
chat.
he say it was about the damn Umar boys.
Absolutely, that was the basis of the
It
show.
was an exchange between me and James on the
No,
platform.
no, 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 no,
Well, just
no.
like
See,
Because
Sassy,
you kept
Sassy show
this is
was
referencing.
where
You
about
you
us
kept
take too
too.
much
referencing.
credit
You
for
kept
Sassy show
yourself.
was
referencing.
about us
Go
too.
back and watch it.
For the record, I'm going back on mute.
What you say?
No,
He
I was
said
speaking
Sassy
about
Sassy
James
show was about
following
us.
me from platform to platform. That's what I was speaking about.
You should go back and watch it.
I can't help that Cole was begging on Lemon to get
All right,
unblocked.
let me say
I
this real
can't help
quick.
that.
Let me say this real quick, Jay
But
Dunn, and
either
then I'm gonna
way,
give you the
I
floor
got
back.
3K and I hadn't been
No,
live for 9 days.
no, that's dope.
Period.
And you know, the longer you, I guess, stall people out, the more they're gonna want to catch your show. So that's actually a good strategy you have there.
You
Now
know.
let me just say this real quick, Jay Dunn, and then you can respond, or MBK, whoever wants to
Hmm.
respond.
Hmm.
Why is this following narrative going around when we all go to the same damn places? Like, I don't understand how somebody's following somebody when everybody is there anyways. Like, how am I following
Can I tap
Sassy
in?
around?
Can I tap
I
in?
I just
well,
want to
Jay
hold
Dunn,
up before you go,
wait.
Bree. I just want to say one thing real quick to Jay Dunn and to Bree. Again, it's just commentary, right? And if someone's going to jump on the panel and try, so for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. Sassy did a live yesterday that I thought was dope as hell, but the commentary was way off. It was some stuff was made up, some stuff was embellished, and it's cool. But I didn't say one word. I didn't go jumping up in the middle of her thing. Oh, Sassy, when I came up at the end, I didn't try to correct her on everything that she said that I thought was wrong. It's her view. So now I'll go back and just give my view. But y'all get so emotional that anytime somebody says something that y'all think is negative, y'all gotta get all upset, jump on and go. Yo, relax. It's just commentary.
Then
That's all.
don't
It's not
drop
a
the link.
narrative.
Then don't drop the link. If you don't want nobody to come up
No,
and
I
dispute
didn't
what
say
you're
don't
saying,
come up.
no. If you don't want nobody to come up and dispute what you're saying, because the thing is, y'all are doing beef sector commentary, right?
Right,
Cole has made it his platform where we could come up and we could dispute what is being said.
right.
If you don't want nobody to come up and dispute what you're saying, do not drop the link.
No, that's not what I said. That's
That
And
not
is
what
not
I
what you
said.
just
only
said.
That's
that,
not what
but
I said. I
I'm not
said
a
don't be
part of the
upset
group
about it.
that
That's what
says
I
you
said.
go live,
Don't
you
be
go
upset.
live, you go live. That's why y'all always see me on everybody else's panel. Because I don't do
Hmm.
live like that. But what I'm telling you is that after 9 days, I was able to pull a crowd. So I guess I must be an anomaly up in the B sector. Because the fact is, not everybody is set up in this rotation that you spoke of.
Thanks, Shakim. Thanks, Shakim.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks,
He's saying
Shakim,
thanks,
for your show.
Shakim, for that,
Thanks, Shakim, for your
for
show
your show.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh, Jay Dunn. It was 100%. We were saying it in the chat, and it was a positive thing. It
I
wasn't
thank
negative.
Shakim for my show. What?
Thank those Umar boys guys, because that you talked about James, but you talked a lot about us and the thing with James. You talked about Shakim. It was a Umar boy. We were typing it in the chat.
People were there for me and James.
Did you hear what I
Period.
just said? We were typing it in the chat. We were typing it in the chat. Like, what do you
Well,
want
what
me to
about
say to you?
Sassy?
Like, I guess
What
you
But
don't
about
I'm
agree with the
saying,
So
Sassy?
premise.
you take
Well, what
credit for
about Sassy
everything,
then?
even
okay, can
me
I
and
ask a
James
question?
All right,
Can
speaking
I
go
ask
on
a
ahead.
me.
question, Jay
All
Dunn?
right, go ahead, Bree. Go ahead, Bree.
Yeah.
Okay, then why is the Umar boys really only benefiting one person?
What do you
Like
mean?
Do you
if we're
think
gonna
that?
talk about growth, right? If we're gonna talk about growth and we're talking about the machine, why is the machine only benefiting one person? Like you could clearly see how it's benefiting one
I
person
don't agree with that.
and everyone else is tagging along.
Yeah, I don't
So
agree with that.
and then
I don't
another
agree
thing
with
I
that.
want to say is hold up, wait. And another
Hmm.
thing I want to say is I'm not upset with anyone on this panel. I'm just speaking passionately. But if we're going to open up the floor, let's open up the floor to discuss why is it only benefiting one person?
I don't agree with that.
And then I just want to also say, because NBK, like what Sassy said, he said he done been around for 3 years. NBK, I will hope that you know
Hmm.
that in the 3 years that you done been around, you must have not have been on my channel, because before there was a Umar Boys, my
Hmm.
videos was clocking views. The
I didn't
only
say they
difference
weren't.
is, hold on. The only
Hmm.
difference is a judge ordered me to take some of them down, so that's why they are not up anymore.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
Let me
I
answer you
was
because we got to
clocking
move on.
views even before there was a Umar Boys. So
Yeah,
please miss
listen.
me with
So
that.
so so again, you again, this is the comprehension thing. You're not getting it. It's not about that, right? It's not about what you did then. It's about the show you're talking
I'm
about. Can I
comprehending
finish
very
without you cutting me
well.
off? Can I finish? Again, it's
Well, you
about this.
just insulted me
Come
because
on,
I
Jay
didn't
And
Dunn.
you
Come
insult
on,
insult
you.
Jay
like
Dunn.
so.
Let's
What
not
is that a
overtalk
All
each
right,
prerequisite
other.
for
Let's not
stopping
overtalk
somebody? Y'all
each other.
insult each
no,
other.
go ahead. Go ahead,
Like,
MBK.
what are
Come
you
on, Jay
crazy?
Dunn.
No,
Let's let
you
him.
just insulted me, so you
You
damn
insult
right.
Come
me
on.
all
Let him
You
day,
have
talk.
to
every
let
day.
him
What are you
finish, though.
Still
talking
gotta
about?
Please,
let him
Jay
talk.
Dunn.
Go
Please, Jay
ahead.
Dunn.
Go ahead,
Please.
MBK.
Again, we're not talking about last year. No one's denying the fact that you can pull numbers last year whenever you do it. You said the show this weekend. You brought it up. You tried to toot your own horn as having this great show and you're an anomaly. And I'm here to say, no, you're not an anomaly. You had a great show because the basis of it was the content that been coming out of Shakim and what we said about James. It was all about that. You talked about a little bit
It
with you
was
and him.
about me and James. We had a whole panel
Okay,
discussion
well, we
after the
again,
fact. That,
we
hold
differ.
on.
We just see it different. That's all.
After the commentary, there was a whole panel discussion that didn't
Okay.
involve an Umar boy at all. Rebel
Okay.
Son don't even know y'all.
We'll have to agree to
Ne-
disagree. So let's just move
right.
on.
All
Well,
We'll
we're
right.
agree to
gonna
disagree.
have to, because what you're not gonna do is take credit for my success. When I played Lemon's clip of me and James having an interaction, then I opened up the panel, which I don't typically do. And we didn't speak about y'all.
Okay, Jay
Y'all
Dunn.
wasn't even mentioned.
Okay.
All
That's
right,
fair.
all right. So
That's
we
fair.
definitely have to move on. We are running out of time, and
Well,
there's a
can
couple
I,
of things. There's a couple of
go
things
ahead.
I have to get to. I'm going to skip over the sass. I can't even say her damn name now. The
And how
sass.
is ZX doing? How's
Yo.
ZX doing? I heard he
Okay.
was in the hospital.
I'm gonna skip over that for now, and if we have time, we'll get back to it.
How is ZX?
We'll get back to that. We're not getting into ZX hospitals
Hey, she
today.
go.
I know.
Binary.
I want to get into
Binary.
this. What's up,
Can I
Bree?
answer your question about the following thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So the way I would say follow, right, is if someone's in the chat and like y'all are in the chat together, right, and this person is not saying anything to you or even about you, and then like you start showing slugs at them. Whoa. Hold
Keep,
on.
keep talking. Keep talking.
um, and then it's like it then could be perceived as following because no one was, because like it's like I could be at peace in the chat, like I don't have to deal with you. So it's like if I'm not bothering you and then you constantly bothering me everywhere I go, it does come off a little stalkerish.
Okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Even though it is the beef sector.
It's a little creepy. It could be a little creepy.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I get it. I get it.
And if I was her boyfriend, or if I was her ex-boyfriend here, I would be the same way. like, what the fuck are you doing? She don't want to be
Right.
bothered.
I
Yo.
could.
What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
could see
out of
that. I
here?
could
You
see
know, what
that.
are you doing?
I just want to say, Brianna, you said, you were saying way that I haven't benefited from all of this going on. I just want to thank the beef sector because I got 4,000 watch hours in a week.
That's
And
amazing.
that's literally all I need to monetize my backup channel. So I wouldn't say I haven't benefited. Go ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying is like I'm saying okay. I'm just saying there's a perceived leader in the beef sector's eyes, Shakim. I'm not trying to disrespect you. What I'm trying to say is that people are not saying, oh, they're coming through Shakim. If they speak of anything, they say binary brownies people over
Which is just
codes.
not true. But
So
I
hold on. I know
understand. Go
I
ahead.
understand that, but what I'm saying, that's the perceived notion. So I'm not trying to disrespect you. And I look forward to you co-hosting later on today.
Yeah, it is his
No,
last
I
day
don't.
of
I don't take
co-hosting.
it as disrespect.
No, I'm
I
talking about at Romans.
Nah,
Romans.
King Roman.
No,
Oh
Romans.
shit!
He's co-hosting at Romans.
They
who
make it
said
Oh
that?
move.
damn!
Who said I
He
was
didn't mention
co-hosting
that.
that room?
King
He
Roman
didn't
is
mention that.
King Roman is Umarian friendly. I'll just say that.
I didn't know that.
Who
Oh
said I
yeah.
was co-hosting today though? Who said that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought it was today. I thought
Well,
it was today.
I seen the poll, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
today too.
no, he's gonna be on my show.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. I got it
But go
backwards.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so let's jump
How
into
much
this
did
real
you have
quick.
to pay to get King
Gosh.
Roman to come over?
That's
What difference
between
does
me
it
and
make?
King Roman. That's not for
Yeah,
the
like
public
what
to
difference
know.
does that make?
Yeah, that
Oh,
doesn't make no
well, I
difference.
had my panel yesterday and I made $3,000.
Okay.
$3,000?
Okay. Yeah. Next. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, it's this. Okay, let's go into Jay Wilson. Okay, Jay Wilson
He be
seems a
throwing
little
shots,
bit.
man.
Yeah, he seems a little bit upset about the intro, the video that King Roman News made, and he was trying to say everything that was wrong with it except for what you see on the screen.
Right. He said it was dated.
Yeah, yeah. The video's dated. He's looking through windows. Lady Nika's on the horse backwards.
Backwards.
I
Yeah.
don't
All that.
understand. Wooty wooty woo,
Binary, you're
brother.
hurting my eyes.
I'm sorry, brother. Can we
And
address
when Jay
the
Wilson come here and
non-elephant?
drag, when Jay Wilson
Go
start
ahead.
dragging them and you get blocked, don't say it was my fault.
That's fine, Jay Dunn. That's fine. If he drags us and block, that's fine. It's okay. It's all
And
right.
what am I doing? All I'm doing is
Well,
commentary.
I'm still getting
Let me
blamed for
finish.
him
Let me
getting
finish.
blocked by James.
You get dragged and
It's your.
blocked
That
everywhere,
is
so
your
you
fault.
still make
That
out
is your
fine.
fault.
You're
That is
dragged
your
and
fault.
blocked everywhere, so you do just fine. So I
Now
don't
let
think
me
I don't
finish.
think it'll be bad.
Let me finish this, guys. If you interrupt me
I've
when I
met the
finish,
people in real life
Jay Dunn,
with their real contact
I'm gonna have to
information.
drop you down because I need to finish this. Okay, please don't interrupt it. Okay, because I just want to finish.
I'm
All right,
speaking to MBK.
But you
I know,
gotta
but I'm
stop
saying
once
I
you
want to
finish.
finish this. All right, here we go. This right here, that's on your screen. You know what? I know y'all are perturbed and disturbed when y'all see this,
Oh
but
my God, he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
make it
blow
full
that. Here we
screen.
go.
Oh my God.
This is the real reason Jay Wilson is mad.
What is that?
A little
What is that?
peen, a little peen. It's a Bucci. He
Oh
got a Bucci.
God. Oh wow.
No
He
Diddy.
wants this
No Diddy.
gone. He wants this out of the video.
Let me get my chat
This
screen
is
back
it.
up. Get my chat screen
Get
back
your
up
chat
here.
screen back
Yeah,
up.
there's too much going
This
on over
is the
there.
real reason. Jay Wilson led a petition. Lady Nika, please say something about this. Everybody, please say something about this. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. The video's wrong. The video's wrong. No, this is the real reason Jay Wilson went live. How many times yesterday? He went live like, over the weekend, he had to have went live like 5 or 6
Oh shit!
times.
Is that from the video, Mr. Rogers? I
Yeah.
missed that. Damn, I'm all into the actual. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit!
This is the real reason why. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Let's talk about it. Let's
shit.
talk about it.
I gotta go watch this.
That is the real reason why he is upset. He will not say it. He
Oh,
will not say it, but man, he went down a laundry list of why the video was wrong and did
mm.
not mention that King Roman News gave that dude a pinky finger.
Damn, I didn't even catch all that in the video. I'm so into Mr. Rogers being an old head, right? Growing up with it. I'm like, damn, I'm singing the song and all this stuff is going
Oh
on.
my
I gotta
god.
watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So there's that. Anybody want to speak on Jay Wilson going live 8 million times?
I just want to speak on the same thing I told Lady Nika yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Jay Wilson is the main person who has said comments like, "Oh, Lady Nika talked like a slave," and he's
Oh
talked about
damn.
people's skin color. Like he's even said, one woman look because she was light skinned, she was like Casper. Like Jay Wilson has said a lot of fucking things. So for him to be like, "Oh, this is racial. This is racial," no, you're projecting. You want the women, you want to elicit the women to come out and attack King Roman News for a video that was funny as fuck.
It was funny.
Nobody
I
should
thought
be
it was
offended
good.
by that video.
Yeah, I thought it was dope.
Yeah, that shit was funny, man. And I was like, dang. And when King Roman said that he can edit it, I don't know why I can't talk this morning. When King Roman said he can edit the video, I was like, what are you gonna edit? Like, really, what are you gonna edit? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't
If
change it.
anything, add shit to it. You know what I mean? Please
But
put a
wait a
Umar
second.
Boy section in there. Go
What
ahead.
you think, Ghetto?
No, no,
Ghetto,
y'all
what
don't
was
get
your
y'all don't get a
oh, never
section.
mind.
Y'all don't know that Crazilla made the video. King Roman didn't make it. Crazilla did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
Ghetto,
like
you should
watching.
check out that
I
video.
like watching her
Crazilla
videos. I
makes
like watching her
B
videos.
sector content regularly.
Yeah.
And so the Umar boys ain't just gonna show up 2 weeks ago and get up in a video. No, she
That'd be
not about to
nice.
work on y'all
Don't be
characters. She
hating
don't know
because
y'all.
you wasn't even in the video. Why you
And
hate?
it's 3
No,
weeks.
not up in the
It's not 2 weeks,
intro,
it's
but
3
I've
weeks.
been in a few Crazilla videos, so I'm just letting you know who made the videos. I
Okay,
don't need to be in King
thank you for
Roman's
putting me up
intro.
on game. I thought like maybe King Roman made it based off of some Crazilla stuff because it was very similar. So I see what you're saying now.
Mm-mm.
So she made
No,
it for
Crazilla
him.
made it.
Okay, that's dope.
But Crazilla just did a video about 2 weeks ago in which I was in there. I was doing the Beyonce dance.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay,
Jay Dillon,
Jada.
you tend to make it about yourself quite often. Am I the only
Right.
one that?
You think?
Well, no,
You
he
think?
just said that I was mad that I wasn't in
Oh
the
God.
video. I didn't make it about me. Code said I was mad that I wasn't in the video, so I
Okay. So
started speaking about myself.
So she makes
Comprehend what's going on.
hold on. She makes beef sector content type videos, which are funny, and I like them. They're cool. I was only talking about this video specifically. I'm saying you're mad that you weren't in this video, which is hot, which is like everybody's like watching, everybody's making commentary on, and you're not in
It's
it.
an intro. It's an intro. I'm not mad about that.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't want King Roman to be looking through my window.
Could I say that I'm the star of the video since I'm the opening one?
I
Like,
did see that.
wow.
And they made your titties too perky. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Am I lying though? Am I lying? I was like,
Yo, if
come
I put
on
on a
now.
good bra, these
You put
girls
on a
get
good
up.
bra.
Like,
You put on
don't
a
be a
good
hater.
bra. You put on a
Don't
good
be a
bra.
hater.
I
Don't
was
be a
like,
hater.
I've actually
I'm
never seen.
hating.
I've actually never
I
seen.
am hating.
No. I've never seen Brianna's breasts in like full glory or anything like that.
Oh
So
man.
Whoa, okay, calm down. Slow it down. Slow the roll.
no. I
Okay.
was trying to clean this up a little bit. So
how
just to
is
be
that
fair,
cleaning it up?
Yeah,
That's making it
That was not
worse.
some
cleaning
kind of
it up.
cleanup.
I'm saying
We can move on. We can move on. Jesus
to be
Christ.
fair,
Clean it up.
maybe they saw you in your full glory, and that's why it looked like that. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Oh my
you
god.
fumbled that, Shakim. You fumbled that one.
All right, I didn't. Let me go back on mute. Then.
Nah, but that was the first thing. I was like, damn, okay, look what they doing
Yeah,
to Bree.
so ghetto intellect. I didn't make it about me. Code made it about me. Thank you.
Lord. She capitalized though, I'll tell you that. They didn't get a intellect. What you in a Range Rover? Land Rover?
Yukon Denali.
Okay, yeah, it looks fresh, man. So you got the
Thank you.
what's it called when your sunroof is all the way
The panoramic roof?
Panoramic.
panoramic? Yeah,
Yeah.
panoramic
I want the
joint.
Lord
Yeah.
to shine on me. All right, listen, real quick. It's April 15th. Y'all get y'all extensions in because all the black CPAs in New Jersey, we headed to the golf course. Don't call us. Y'all had 3 months to contact us. We'll be at Fiddler's Elbow up in sunny Somerset County. And listen, Code, I'm glad you brought out the haters. That lets you know I would definitely be a good co-host because I'd bring the
Facts.
trolls right off. I bring about 150 trolls right off the bat,
Facts,
baby.
bro.
My
Right
views
off
will
the
be
bat.
up.
Yeah, the first thing they told me was you be wielding guns online.
You see, but you see the same formula, right, Code? They come running to tell you about me. They come running to tell you this is what they come running about Shakim. That's
Right.
crazy, man. That's what they do.
All right, well, cool. It looks like we got time. I'm glad we got through that Jay Wilson thing pretty quick because I did want to talk about Sassy, the Sassy show.
So
Who wants to go?
Saturday,
Yeah, who wants to
um,
go first?
no,
I'm
Looks
go
like
gonna
ahead, go
draw
Shakim.
ahead, go
down
ahead, go
because
ahead.
I don't want to be a part of the sassy commentary, so I'm gonna draw
No,
down.
I mean, mine
Well,
isn't negative, but okay, Brie, I
S
understand.
double S
y'all
S H
saw that
O
Sassy
W.
spanked y'all asses and views. That's what she did. Point blank and the
What did she do, J Dub? I
period.
What?
forget.
What?
She spanked y'all asses in views. Point blank and the period. And just
Nah,
like me, I
okay.
had not been live for 9 days. Sassy been gone for Lent,
Yeah,
and she ran circles around the viewers in her
It's like
live.
welcome. It's like welcome back. That's what I'm saying. It's a
I'm
welcome
about
back.
to make you real mad because she was talking about the Umar boys. How about that? Can't deny it.
Sassy,
You may not like it, but
Sassy
you
was
can't
talking
deny it.
about how y'all offended her.
Okay, we're the
I know,
Umar
but it was
boys.
still
Well,
us.
they're the
So
Umar
she was
boys,
talking
and I've
about
been lumped in.
herself and what each and every one of y'all did
Okay, that's what I just
individually that
said.
made her feel
That's what I
uncomfortable.
just said. I just said that. She was talking about the Umar boys. That's what I
Oh,
said.
so now you claim to be a Umar boy? Because I know you was on Miss T Velocity saying that you wasn't.
Are you slow? I just said she's talking about the Umar boys and me. However you want to put it. Like, what are you talking about?
How am
Whether
I
I'm
slow? Because I asked you a
She
question.
talked about those two. They're the Umar boys. She talked about me. I've been hanging around them. What is wrong with you?
How am I slow? See,
Because,
there you go, insulting. I haven't insulted you not one
yeah, but
time.
Jay Dunn, stop. Please stop.
All right,
Just
let's jump
I
into it.
I've
Let's
not
jump into it.
insulted you not one time up here, but this is your second insult because you can't seem to have a conversation
well,
without insulting me.
that insult is for all the lies you've told that I've let slide. So I guess we're just even now. Would you sit down
How
somewhere?
but you got out of your body and cussed me out already. I thought you was
Damn.
over it.
Jay Dunn, will you stop? I said she was talking about the Umar boys. You said no. She was talking about Code, Shakim, and you. What is
No,
that?
what I said was, do you claim to be an Umar boy
N- n-
now?
I think
Because
everybody
on T
knows the answer to
Velocities you
that, but
said you
you.
were not an Umar
I
boy.
think
That's what I
everyone
said.
knows the answer to that, but you. Everyone knows the answer. Let's move on.
No, I
Everyone
asked
knows the
you a
answer to
direct
that.
question. You can answer it.
That's just silly. Everyone knows the answer to that. No, I'm not. I only say it all day long, 100 times a
Okay,
day.
so
I think you're the only one that
stop
does not.
trying to chase cloud about the Umar boys when it's beneficial to you.
All right, all
I
right.
have
So we
no
gotta
idea
we
what you're
gotta move
talking
we
about.
gotta move on. We
I have
gotta
no
move
idea
on.
what you're talking
All
about.
right, so let me just say this, and I know I'm pretty sure once I just say this one line, it's gonna spark. Okay, Sassy's assessment of Code Fam and I guess MBK as well, and the Umar boys or whatever, in my mind was completely off.
Oh, totally off. Totally made
Right,
up.
it was not accurate. Okay, but
Y'all's commentary has been always made
Oh,
up and
Jay
off.
okay,
Jones, can we
But
get
okay.
to the
Let
okay.
me finish
Bye
show,
this.
y'all.
please? Can we
Uh,
please get to the show, please?
but it was very, very, very entertaining.
Super.
Okay. It was off, but it was entertaining. And now for me, this is just me and MBK. I'm gonna give you a chance, and Shakim, I'm
Hmm.
definitely gonna give you
Hmm.
a chance. She put me in three categories to pretty much characterize me. Okay, so binary uses brute force. He uses manipulation, and he has a god complex,
Godfather.
and he's a
Yeah, there
liar.
you go.
Right?
There you
He
go.
has
There
a
you
god
go.
complex, and he's a liar. I'm not transparent or authentic. Okay, so those are the categories. She oh 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey,
Here I go. What's up, Cole?
The
what's up?
dog, the
It's
Good
the
dog,
morning.
girl
the
right
Good
here.
morning.
dog,
Her
the
name been looking for
dog.
me. Here I go. Here I
Here,
It's the
come.
girl
here I
right here.
go.
It's the girl right here. Here I go. Uh-oh. What's
I
up, girl?
heard you bitches were looking for me. Bitch,
What's
here I
up,
go.
Cole?
Chilling, chilling, chilling. I love that you love some mystical. Me too. Me too. Me too. All right. So yeah. So those are the categories she put me in, and I just I just don't see it. Okay, so I was on Sexy Toy Ladies Live and I used the word infiltrate. They took that word and oh my god, did they run with that motherfucking word. Infiltrate turned into brute force.
Yeah, man.
Infiltrate turned into take over, a hostile takeover. Infiltrate that turned
I'm
into
gonna
he
drop
wants
down and
all.
come back up, Coach.
Okay,
Just to
okay.
fix my thing.
All right. He wants all the money. He wants all the subs. He wants to kick all the content creators to the curb. All I wanted to do was just infiltrate the B sector so that I could pull up a chair and have a seat. That's it. Me personally. Just me personally. That's all I wanted to do. Remember, I'm the one that fell in love with the B sector and wanted to be a part of it. I can't help that other folks seen what I was doing and was like, yo, that's dope. I'm going to follow his lead or whatever. I can't help that. You know what I mean? And I even let my sector know straight up, look, I'm heading over to the B sector. You know what I mean? I love what's happening over there. They told me, don't you dare bring your ass over there or take your ass over there. I'm like, I
Right.
don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm going over there. I like it. And so here I am. So for her to say that I came into this with a whole group, like imagine this. You guys are starting to slowly see what Code Fam is really about. Y'all know it's really like Identity and Stargate. That's like the original Code Fam. And then I brought some others in when I got over here, right? Just to make shit interesting. Why are they not co-hosting with me for real, for real? Why are they not over here? Why are they not this or that, this or that, this or that? Because I'm not trying to bring people in here. I'm trying to make my way around the B sector. Go ahead, MBK. I know you had something to say.
Just real mine is quick because she didn't really have a whole lot to say. She had to kind of reach to get something to say about me, but she totally made it up. She said that I basically accused her of something, or I said she was a certain way without checking with her, which was totally out of left field. I did one thing. You went on the show, said cancel this guy because he put the noose up. And I asked the
Oh
question,
yeah,
how could you cancel him because your friend did the same thing? That's all I asked. I didn't, no judgment. She caught a fit. We had a back and forth, and that was it. So, but I accepted though. The show was dope yesterday. You know, if you want to embellish a little or you make a little bit of stuff up, I think that's cool. That's part of the entertainment because it worked yesterday. So I thought all in all it was dope. But she was off on a lot of her facts. But I'm not pressed.
yeah. And so now, the brute force, and then she jumps into the manipulation. I don't understand why she thinks I'm trying to manipulate people. You know, people.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
Oh, you think she's just making
No.
shit up?
Well, she's entertaining, right? And if I was on her side and I was giving the commentary, that would probably be my angle too, you know, because it's you know it sells, right? But she knows you're not. How could you be manipulating? Nobody even is listening to you over there. Like, how are you manipulating?
I have no idea.
Right.
I don't,
And
and I
so
know that's the
there you
question.
go. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
that's the question. I don't understand how I'm manipulating.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things she said was, "Look at this guy, got my ears to the street."
Mr. Ear. You should
There
have
go
asked him.
my
Ask
boo.
him if he could play
Hey,
a song at the end.
talent. Hey,
Ask him.
talent. What you
Ask,
doing, boo? Hey, baby. Good
ask him.
morning.
Ask him. Can you play a song at the end, Coach?
Hey, talent, can I play your song and I want to add it to my intro, bro. I want to add it to my intro. Like,
As talent's rep, I will say you might have a strike from Arista Records. So I don't know if you want to be doing that.
oh
It's
yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
copyright.
that's why he's asking.
let's not even compromise the channel by doing that. He's not that important,
oh
respectfully.
damn.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, I'm
Oh,
listening. I'm
oh,
listening.
oh.
Understood.
Let's
Understood.
move along.
Yeah. So, like I said, nobody followed me over here. This isn't a collective. This isn't that. You know what I mean? I'm just over here. I'm just over here. Now, just like everything else that's going on in the B sector, things are starting to form organically.
Right.
Like there is an organic nature to what's happening over here on my side of the woods, over here. But that doesn't mean that I'm this master manipulator that's trying to get all this stuff happening. And she tried to make it seem as if, oh, you guys are supporting him. He's not even on other people's
Yeah, I
platforms
didn't
like
like that.
that. You
I
guys
didn't
are
like
over
that part.
there, and so whatever he is doing, it's working. The master manipulator, it's working.
Right.
Whatever he is
Right.
doing, I'm like, oh, come on. All I'm doing is making observations of what's going on in a sector that I find very interesting. That's
Yeah.
it.
She tried to flip it. She tried to. Clearly, you can't attack us because we're just not paying any of it any attention. So she tried to attack the viewers. She tried to
Mm-hmm.
run the psychological game on them and make them think twice before they click the link today, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
manipulating you. That's what because that's the only reason you could be going over there because they're not entertaining, right? So
Right.
I got her angle. You know, I got it. But what I will say is if I have to be honest, we asked that I know I asked that question, what was your contribution to the beef sector? And I have to admit, she answered it for me that day. I see she's incredibly talented. She's
Yeah.
very good
Very, very
at
talented.
performing.
And for
So
those that don't like her, they're just like, fuck all that. She is not talented. She's annoying. She's this. She's that.
yeah, no,
Nah, nah.
I
She's
get it, I
talented.
get it, I
She's
get it. But
talented.
she's definitely talented. I've never seen that before from her. Yeah, she's like a stand-up comic type. The shit was funny. She was hitting it.
All right. Before we finish this point, speaking of stand-up comedy, let's go back to Shakim.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your thought? Okay, I have to ask you this first, bro. Do you think Ness is playing in your face a little bit?
Not at
Uh-oh.
all. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. Or do you think she's just being hella fair? Because to me it seems like she wants to be on Hoodie's side of things, but her integrity won't allow that to happen. Because she does genuinely like you. For instance, let me point out this example. Um the picture thing. She was very willing to show your picture without showing Hoodie's picture. For like I would say for a good 5 minutes. Like she was really on that type of time. But then I was like, but then something must have hit conscience, integrity, like I said, whatever. Something hit, and then she was talking. No, I think you sparked it up. Like, well, show his picture too. Remember that? Because I didn't think if you didn't spark it up, I don't think she would have showed that picture.
Yeah,
Or yeah.
one thing about her is she is very fair. So even though she drags me and cusses me out and does all of that, like I get cussed out by black women every day. Like, nigga, I got
Damn.
cussed out by my auntie on my birthday. So what's the difference? I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, she's gonna drag, yeah, she's gonna troll in her own way, but I don't feel like it's ever coming from like an evil or malicious place. So
Right.
Nah, she likes him. She definitely
Yeah.
likes him.
But
She
that's a
definitely.
good question. Why do we give Nessa that pass? Because I do, and I'm guilty, so hit dog hollering speaking. But just to be fair, to play devil's advocate,
Hmm.
the same behavior that Nessa gets away with, and we just give her comedic relief because I love comics, and so I do give a lot of comedians a lot of like give around here. I let Nessa go lower because I like that weird type of humor that she doing. We have this thing, but what
Hmm.
is it? Why is it her story, her backstory? What is it? Because that same behavior is like made to be beast like in other people, or like
Can you
they're
give an
like whole
example?
bisons and
TMO.
like
Can you give an example of something she does?
anyone. Like just pick somebody.
Could you give an example of like something she does that you think is something that other people don't get away with?
Like just out the blue reaching for people. Like some like even though I think it's a B sector, yeah, that should be cool. But you do know there's Robert rules of order depending on the network you on, child. We got B sector networks, child.
Yeah, she does seem to
I'm
have
on
freedom.
CWTV, child. They on ABC, NBC.
Mm.
Anyway, so we have B sector network. So like yeah, but so if you just randomly reach, or like some of the antics on the panel, like other people are villainized for people performing a certain way and blame. Like even Molly tells me that's why Demons don't come fucking live. Every time she drop a link, y'all blame her for all this shit to go on the panel, or just insert other content creator there. And I think it's just known that she has a circus, and that's cool. But then if the same circus was at Brianna and offended LGBTQ ABZDEFG, it would be like a mass lynching. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
do
think
notice that difference, and like lately, I feel like I don't know what's going on with Nessa because she just been reaching and kind of like I think she feels threatened, or like, and I think it has something to do with heat. I don't know, but it's something in the last week has changed because Ness is good natured with this stuff. She don't take it to heart, but I noticed that has changed in the last week.
I don't see that. I can't. I'm really trying to. I just don't see that. I don't see that. I just see her doing different type of content, just being wild. Talking a lot of shit. That's what y'all all do. I mean, I just don't see it. I just she's got different
Oh,
people coming over there,
but
but
it's me too. But I'm not saying nobody else is doing it. I'm saying I'm guilty. Like
Right.
mhm.
I'm
Let
guilty
me say
of
something
doing
real quick because TMO brought up something that I think is worthy of discussion, and I only have like what 6 minutes left before we got to get out of here. Uh, this heat, she brought up this heat, and maybe it could be somewhat triggering to Ness because something is brewing. Something is about to hit the beef sector. This heat got her page activated. This heat is already on the community wall. Put Ness's face on a dog. Y'all saw that bullshit. And
Yeah,
like so, something.
I didn't see that.
yeah,
No,
I saw
yeah, something is
Uh,
brewing right now. Go ahead,
Cole,
TMO.
Cole. You ain't watched the formations. I mean, you need maybe you. I know you only spend 45 minutes in your diss track, but maybe you need to spend longer than that analyzing what's going on. Because if you just now notice the net, or you thinking that's not an obvious thing. Of course, it's obvious.
Well, like,
That's why
can't
I
I state
said
the obvious? Let me
Ness
state
has
the obvious.
changed.
Let me state the obvious. Damn, that's what I do. Let me state the obvious. I just try to make the obvious nice. That's all. But it and who knows? I mean, Shakim didn't know about it. You know what I mean? Shakim didn't know something was brewing right there, and I just want to speak on it. That's all, TMO. Why you got to give me a hard
so
time? I'm just trying to
so
speak.
you think something's brewing? Like I don't
See,
I
even MBK doesn't
yeah
think so. TMO, see there?
I don't think anything's brewing. I just think that
Nah, something's brewing.
no,
Trust.
I think she's coming for Ness like she would normally do. I just the problem that they're gonna have is it's not gonna have any effect because she's not doing content in that sect. Like she's using people from
Oh,
other
who
places.
said she was gonna be successful at doing it? We just said there was some stuff going on. I mean,
No, I
nobody
think
said she
Oh
was
yeah,
she's
gonna
yeah,
gonna.
be
nah,
I
but
think
successful.
she's gonna be successful. Okay, let me
You know,
just
this
break
is
it
about
down.
her eighth channel, right? Okay.
Yeah, let me just break it. I mean, the
hmm
channel might not last. Okay, fine. The channel might not last, but for the flash in the pan style, it's going to be successful. And here's why: because this heat has been on a campaign run, right? She's hitting up everybody. She went to Ben's, like she's hitting up
this
people.
is nothing new though. This she always does this. This
But
is
it's
what
new.
happens when they break
I
up.
guess it's new for me. I guess it's new for
Yeah,
me. All right.
this
So
is
this is the first wave that I'm seeing. You know what I mean? As far as this is what happens when they break up. I guess she starts another channel. Now, okay,
the,
enlighten me.
the
When
thing
she
that's
starts,
different. I'm sorry, go ahead,
hold
Cole.
on. When she starts another channel, right?
hmm
Okay, they break up. She starts another channel. How does that channel do? At least for the first 2 months.
So I'm not exactly sure how it went.
She don't
You know,
start channels after they break up though. That hadn't been how it been. It hasn't been like that
See,
pattern.
see,
if
MBK hasn't
It
even been
wasn't
like
if
because
that.
of that. It was going on
okay.
like when she was really like beefing and like warring with everybody at Pizarro's. That's the height of the different channels she would do. Like if she's like Public Enemy one number one over there getting hated
Yeah.
or whatever, just like me on a Tuesday. But anyway, so this heat was like just Public Enemy number one, and like she kept on doing channels, and all the mods was getting that she was fighting everybody. She was reaching for people like she made a mistake of reaching for Love Lady Nika. I'm just coming in here wild, worse than Shakim. Like she was Shakim times 10 in my opinion. And of
Mm,
course, she made her debut on the spaceship coming for the doll, of course. So that was a wrong move. But
So
now me and this he are at peace, so this is cool. But I'm just saying this is a pattern for her. It's not related to her breaking up with Ness. Like you're never gonna get a Ness bashing for me ever. I probably literally walk away first before I go too low with Ness. But I have
mm.
noticed a change weekly, and it's not just because she's came for me a couple of times, because I'm used to Ness. Me and Ness will be vibing, and she'll come around and say, "Demi, so what was that you said yesterday?" In that person chat last week when you told that person they was ugly, but I go on mute. So I'm used to
Damn.
this. I can handle that. But I'm
Cole.
talking about I've noticed a change in her. And when she did that week splits of all that content in that manic lives, like that all week, I was
hmm
thinking something is going on. And I don't know if it's related
Right.
to this heat, but I'm not gonna make it about a woman.
You know,
Okay.
so Cole,
Real
just to
quick,
answer your
MBK, and then
question.
we'll let Bree
Yeah,
go, and
I
then
know
we
we.
got to get up out of here. But go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I know we got to go. So just the only thing that's different now, and again, this is just my opinion, is the content, right? So if he
Okay.
breaks up in the past, she still has a foothold because she's part of her channel. She's no longer part of the content. The only way that Ness succumbs to that is if she feeds into it. If she continues, doesn't even exist, and she just keeps on what she's doing. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, Bree.
So I just came to talk about this heat, and I can't believe I'm even finna say this. This heat hasn't even went live yet, and she's already at almost close to 1,000. So I
Mm,
think, and this is a new channel that she just created, and she hasn't even went live yet. So no, she's never going to be. Well, she gets her numbers, but she's never going to be. Well, she might, but she's not on the level of Ness. No, Ness has been here for years, so Ness is always gonna have like a backing. But no, her channel will be if she decided that she wanted to actually do content. I do think she could. I mean, you get numbers, so why wouldn't she get numbers? You get what I'm saying? Like she's been
Right.
here for at
She's
least a
gonna get
year or
numbers.
With
so.
this heat,
Yeah,
it's
she's
about
gonna
her
get numbers.
sticking with it though. She's not interested in
Yeah,
it like that.
Yeah,
That's
she's
the
not gonna
difference.
stick with it.
Mm,
She'll start it, and then she's gonna be like, "Child, fuck this shit." But yeah, so that's my opinion. I do think that she's never gonna rival with Ness like rolling like as far as like take her numbers down. But I do think it's something to say like she hasn't even went live yet, and she's almost at 800 people. So
yeah, yeah, that's fire right there. That's
If
dope.
if she goes live and she goes at Ness though, like I said, as long as Ness ignores her and just keeps on doing what she's doing, it
It's
doesn't
gonna
make a
fall on
difference.
deaf
Yeah,
ears. I
it
mean,
doesn't have any difference.
the first couple of lives will be hot, but then after a
Right.
while, if Ness ignores
Exactly.
her,
I
yeah, I
just want
see.
to say that Ness is ignoring her for a very good reason because she already tried to get the troll in her back pocket and that kind of exploded in her face. And
Right.
so then she went to Ben Zone. So notice that she's making her alliances
Mm,
now because
interesting.
she has to. She didn't do it by herself. I mean, it's not like she's a independent content creator that just came around here, and just
What
built the
Ben's
channel
gonna
from
do for her that
scratch.
she can't do for herself?
Yeah, that's true.
I
What's gonna
mean,
happen? What's gonna happen when
I don't know.
Ness
Maybe a
goes
co-host.
to when Ness and Shakim go to another sector as the team and start meeting some other people? Like I wonder how this is gonna start to look. If Ness
Mm.
Shakim and Uppity start visiting some other sectors and introduce to some other people would start making these other and then her content just be like you see
Just
where this
keeps
ends
morphing,
up
keeps
going?
morphing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's endless for her because she's out the bubble. She has no cap right now. It's very simple. It's just simple economics. Simple.
I mean, if she goes to other sectors, you never know. She could be like me and and
She's
love this
already
sector.
out. She's
Yeah.
already out. She's out the bubble. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's nothing left now but just to look out on the
I don't
horizon
know
and start
why
conquering.
I MBK, I don't be understanding you sometimes. Like I
Mhm,
don't. You say you've been watching for 3 years, but
mhm.
we all do outside commentary. Like
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't
She's
understand where
doing
you get that from.
100%
But we all
non-beef
do
sector.
outside commentary.
Yeah, but she's doing 100% non-beef sector and
How is
admitting
it
it.
non-beef sector though? I
She
don't
Most
admits
understand.
it.
She
She's
definitely
just
Talking
doing
do.
dragged
about
me and
gay?
her members here.
listen,
Are you kidding me? Are you
listen.
kidding
Let
me?
me
That
answer
is a lie.
can I answer the question? God damn, relax, man, relax.
Go
She
ahead, answer
said
the
out
question.
her
I'm
own
not hyped.
hang,
I'm
hang
not your.
on.
Well, hold up.
Hang on.
First of all, I can't. I don't obey, but I'm not hyped. This is just my
Okay,
normal behavior.
okay,
I'm on my coffee and
okay,
I'm just in a good ass mood because my life doesn't suck. I go on
Let's
mute.
okay.
go. Let's
Oh,
So
go.
Jesus, I'm going by.
All right, Bree.
this is her quote. I'm not doing beef sector content. That's her quote. Of course, she's going to have some beef sector. She's from the beef sector, but 90% of her content is not. She's got all these people that are not even part of the beef sector, and there's all of her storylines. Like, what are we doing? We all watch it every day.
But that's the way
So,
Ness lives her life. She always has an interesting character, people. So
okay,
she just taking it to the stage. But everybody there is core
okay,
B sector. Like me and Molly, like two of her biggest supporters, been following her since the days that she lived out. I bet one of mine because I ain't got time to be fooling with Ness today about that. I'll let that one go till she come at me. But we've been dealing with her for a while in the trenches of the Miami streets. Okay, so like she has a people have it's an affection for her too. She does have an affection, and I think people have followed her story, and we do forgive a lot, I guess, because we always rooting for her. Like she's want her to be the people's champ, want her to rise to something else. I just decided to stay off the social side of it. But this heat thing, she's staying away from because that girl is threatening her dangerously. I think y'all down playing the threads. Like it ain't her just
yeah,
being playing
Oh yeah,
YouTube
you're right.
strategy. It's because
Yeah,
she don't
you're
want
right.
her real life. Like, come on.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, just if Brianna, if you think I'm just talking, just keep watching. All I'm saying is what's right in front of your face. She's doing 90% non-beef sector content. What is that? What is
Wow, I
that?
like this. I like this. Please continue. I'm going to agree.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
just
like,
don't know.
this
I
is
just
not
don't know.
hard to
I just
see.
don't know if I agree though. That's the only
And
thing,
that's fair.
MBK.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
because
fair.
I mean, when I listen to it, she's talking about B sect. She's talking about the B sector, bro.
She does talk about. I said
Like a
90%.
lot, no, like a lot, because you're saying 90% non-B sector content. I just listened to her go on 72 hours, bro, and a lot of it is about the B
Well,
sector.
binary. What would your
Yeah, I don't
ratio
agree. I
be?
don't agree with
What would
that.
your ratio
I
be,
don't agree with that.
binary?
Yeah, what's your
I would
ratio?
just flip it: 90% B sector,
Oh no,
10%
yeah, no, that's
other
crazy.
things.
That's crazy.
I mean, is
Yeah,
ODS part of the B sector?
yeah, but that was followed
Is the
before.
all right? How about this? How about this?
Mhm.
Is the Umar boys part of the B sector?
Ah, now
Even
that's
though
the
they're not
thing.
claiming us,
If they
but are
if
we?
they are
Because
if they are
we are making waves and we are causing havoc on these B sector streets, and that's
okay,
what everybody's talking about. So
you
I
got it.
can't really.
If they're
All
part
right,
of the B sector, you got it.
all right,
If they're
thank you.
part of the B
All right,
sector,
here's
then you
Jay.
got
All
it.
right, guys, we got to say our last words, but Jay Dunn is here. Bree is back. Who wants to go first?
I just want to
So
say this. Let me say this, Jay.
I'm
So
before you.
I think it's funny that at the beginning of this live, the commentary was about the monopoly and how this monopoly is taking over the beef sector and Ness. But now is Ness is not doing beef sector commentary. So if she's not doing beef sector commentary, why should the monopoly allow for Ness to be in it? I just think that's an oxymoron and it's double talking. That's my opinion.
All right,
I'll
understood.
drop down.
All right, thank you, Bree.
Well, thank you for unmuting me.
Yep.
So what I wanted to say is the letter under the stove is real. So Shakim, I think this is your last day co-hosting, so make sure you ask Ness about that. In regards to this heat, that's a real thing. You
Mhm.
laughing binary, but that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And so Shakim, as the co-host, can definitely ask about that. And then also because MBK wanted to give credit to the Umar boys for everybody's success this weekend. Meanwhile, the Umar boys first started out put my name in their titles, and I didn't even know who they were. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Damn. All right, Jay Dunn, thanks for coming up. Appreciate you. All right, Queen.
Nothing else, but next time you spend 45 minutes on a song for that bitch, you better make sure the dog get one that's 55 minutes, and that'll be all. Have a great day, Cole.
All right, peace. Oh man, MBK, bro. Go ahead, brother. Good
That's funny.
Lord.
That's funny. Yeah. So again, right? I'm not sure what Bree must have been listening to another show because no one ever said Ness should be part of any monopoly. Like that was never even a narrative. So I think she got a little confused. And again, you know, some of the things I say may not be, something that you want to hear, and you may not agree with it, and that's fine. It's my view, it's my commentary, but I'm just going to call it like I see it. She said out of her mouth she doesn't do beef sector commentary anymore. To think that she's not going to talk about the beef sector at all is just silly, right? But every person on her panel, 90% of the people on her panel are coming from other places, and she's talking about other narratives. That's
Mm-hmm.
just the way it is, right? So as long as she keeps her as long as she keeps YouTubing and not falling into the trap of only having to talk about one thing, she'll be fine.
Mm.
And so will anyone else who does that. That's it.
Okay,
And on that
understood.
note, have a good one, bro. And
All right, you
I'll
too.
catch you around.
All right, yeah. Thank you for that commentary. Thank you for those
Yep.
last words. It was fresh. All right. Dang, bro. Hey, how would you rate your weekend, man? Outside of your birthday, because that was fresh. And I know nobody could take your joy away from you when it comes to your birthday. But what about like all the kerfuffles you've been in, Shakim? How would you rate all that?
I think so. There's a form of Heru where he's like Heru Behudet,
Mm-hmm.
where he does battle with Seth. So I
Mm-hmm.
just felt like I had to invoke like my Heru Kahudi energy, my Ogun,
Yeah.
and I
Now
like.
they're brothers, right? Heru and Seth? Or am I tripping?
You said, are they brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're not. They're like their uncle is the one that killed Seth. Is the uncle of Heru, right?
Oh, okay. I'm tripping.
So
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So his uncle basically killed his father. But anyway,
Mm.
I feel like if I have to invoke that energy, I don't mind doing it because when I saw them come up there with screenshots and tweets and Slack messages, and Stefan came up there with these elaborate stories, and Hoodie came up there with these elaborate stories. I stood there like I wasn't running from them because at the end of the day, these people are going to see who these people are. So
Mm,
I feel like the best thing you can do when people want to kind of stockpile you and jump you is just to fight back. I've been jumped many times in real life too. So that's all it
mm.
felt like.
Damn, man. Okay. So just talk a little bit about, because it's gonna be your last words here. Can you talk a little bit about today being your last day on Nessus and what you got in the future? What you got going on in the future?
Yeah, so it is my last day on Nessus for now. Keyword for now, for now. Catch it. Um, I know how to move. Like I'm very mysterious, so I will pop in and pop out at a more appropriate time. Maybe when the stars align. Maybe for the summer solstice or something. I don't know, but I will be back. I had a great experience. I felt like I benefited tremendously. I can't thank her enough for her graciousness and the opportunity provided to me. Take that. Take that. Take that. Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside.
Don't play with it. Don't play with
Don't
it.
play
Don't.
with it, don't play with it, don't play with
Appreciate you, bro.
it. All right, bro.
All right,
Well,
peace.
yeah, no morning show tonight. Sorry to disappoint y'all, but we will be back with the morning show tomorrow. So take that.
Cool.
Peace out.
Cool. Peace. 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 Well, there you have it. Another show in the books. Hey, man, look, we didn't even scratch the surface on what happened this weekend because I wanted to talk about hoes with heart. I think that's what they call it, hoes with heart or hoes for heart or something like that. Hold on, let me see. I got their name somewhere up here. What are they called? Is it hoes with a heart? What the hell are they called? Come on, I know I wrote that shit down. Damn, I guess yeah, hoes with heart. Hey yo, Eva and Carolina Blue Demon. I think that's their names. I f- I love their show. I love watching their show. They seem very unbiased. I wanted to talk a lot about that, but I just didn't have time to do that. But I am finding my way around these YouTube streets. I do have an insider that is pointing me in all different types of directions to let me know that the beef sector is huge. The beef. Oh shit. Oh, maybe you're going into the private chat, so I just won't bring you up. I won't, unless you want to come up onto the panel. I only got like 2 seconds, brother. I don't know. Maybe you type it in the private chat. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. I think he wants to come up, unless you're writing a paragraph. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. All right, yeah. So hoes with heart. You know what I mean? I thought they were fascinating. I loved it. And like I said, I do have an insider that definitely knows everything about the B sector. And that insider is pointing me in all kinds of directions. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that insider for being part of okay. Okay, cool.
Hey, just real quick, I meant to say during the show, we got to get with Miss T Velocity. She wants us to come sit down and have a conversation over there on her panel.
Oh
But
shit. When is
yeah,
that?
I don't know. We just gotta. I guess some kind of way we gotta have to get her our email addresses so she can contact us. Or I guess we'll hear through the street. But I just
Okay.
wanted to put that out there so you know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. I love Miss T
Yeah,
Velocity.
I like it over there.
Love Miss T Velocity. All right,
All
cool.
right, I'm
Appreciate
done.
that.
All right,
All right.
yep.
All right. So there's that. That's awesome. Love me some Miss T Velocity. For real, for real, for real, for real. All right. So shoot, Ness. I don't know how to view this. I mean, she's doing her thing. She's definitely separating herself. But the content creators within the B sector, they are telling the truth. I've heard them shout out Ness a lot. I've heard them say go to her live a lot. So I've heard that. But I guess Ness wants out of the rotation. And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with a sector having a rotation. One, that what's the word I'm looking for? That when something continuously goes on. Damn, what is the word? Not solidifies, but it brings a consistency. It brings consistency to the sector, and it makes it slightly difficult for somebody to jump into the rotation. You know what I mean? It gives that newcomer a challenge. How are you going to wiggle your way? You know what I mean? How are you going to find time slots? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? Maybe you are going to have to go on top of a content creator, maybe just to try to kind of infiltrate. They don't like that word, or you through brute force, I guess. I don't know. But figure out how you're going to get into the rotation. I like having a rotation because one, it makes it easier when you know when you're going live. You know what I mean? But if you got all day, I mean, who cares? You just hit that live button and you just go live whenever the hell you want. But for people that don't have all day, I really like the rotation. And I like the rotation because if you look at these various sectors, and I know MBK doesn't like sectors because it's like YouTube, it's, you know, you just knock the walls down, it's YouTube, right? But if you look at these various sectors, there are mainstay content creators. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And it is a network. It is a network. And so you're going from one show to the next show, to the next show, to the next show. I know when I was growing up, I can't remember the exact TV station that I'd be watching, but I know that I'd be stuck on a TV station for at least 3-4 hours because it's the show after the show after the show, and they had a great lineup. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The only thing that I'm saying is, let me be a part of the motherfucking lineup. Thank you to everybody that hit the panel. Thank you to everybody that came here on time, even though my black ass was late. Forgive me. I don't know. Sometimes my computer be tripping. And thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Thank you to all that subscribed. We are not heading to Shakim's. I guess we're all heading on over to King Roman News. With that being said, peace, y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow.
And you can't stop. Yo, a lot of niggas lost their pops to the drug game. Other niggas lost their blocks when the thugs came. They knew how to box, they ain't know about the slug game. Soon as the money get right, that's when the love change. Niggas know who to call when they want raw. Kiss is the cornerstone of the corner store. D-block general, he stay shining. In the back of the van, 2K9 and my dope so strong it's giving fiends the hiccups. Coke so high, got niggas doing stick-ups. Found out another nigga dead, light the piff up. Make sure one is in the head, load the fifth up. Played my hand right, baby, I held aces. Nothing on the scene but blood and shell casings. Nike gloves on the team, they can't trace us. Snitches in the witness protection, getting facelifts. These niggas will never be able to fuck with me. Say my grace before I give them $150. The whole hood with me, they hating, we all spiffy. Everything's a short shot, none iffy.
He said, I let it bang in your body jaw, how you leaking? Skirt up in the corn, 50 on the dash, you know that I'm leaving. 100 rounds, I'm in the bottom of my gun, so I get the squeezing. Don't fuck with my squad, my nigga, come home, we don't do all that beefing. Come to your house on the weekend, put on all black on them creeping. Terror recorded, can I see me? So them folk gon' have to free me. I'm a lion that's a rah-rah, them whenever I be eating. In the streets, I be hearing up. Matter of fact, I be at the mall. Got the pulling out them damn blue, you'll be feeling love, cause I like the ball. Don't get me started, I clear the hall. A nigga used to breaking all the law. Caught the gram, then I caught the ball. Caught the zip, then I copped it all. Tell your body better pipe down. Catch you lacking when you out of bounds. When I click it back, the bullet bite down. Click it back, the bullet bite down. You a little rassy, you can get raw. I take your cheesy. Your bitch wanna fuck and I got a way the pussy be queefing. Put on some liquor, I roll some gay, you know she be chiefing. And if I get a pregnant, she take a blame because I won't let her keep it.